Good evening. Welcome back to the Mancunian Way. We hope you are well. My name is Martin. I'm your host. Good evening. How are you well? Double winners. We won another trophy. We like it. We love winning the pots. We love winning the pots. Anyway, good evening, Tone. How are you?
I'm well, mate. I hope you're well. Hi, everyone in the chat. I'm celebrating with a Ribena.
Celebrating with a Ribena.
Ribena, I don't drink, mate. So Ribena is about as tasty as it gets outside of that. Christ, we've lost the plot already. But it just started. Christ's sake. This is going to be a wild one, isn't it?
Ribena's as tasty as I'm going to get.
You're not going to get done for sponsorship, are you? Or
no.
Copyright or some shit. Keep flashing the old Ribena. Yeah, I'm buzzing, mate. We're double. Whatever happens this week, we're double champs, double domestic. It can't complain. No, whatever happens this week, if we don't win it, so be it. We've won 2 cups. How can I complain?
There goes. We did it. Cup double. Let's go. We're going to celebrate together. Parade. We're going to give you the parade details because that got changed 4 times on the way back yesterday. So we're going to give you the full details of that. It is on a tier-based system. If you want to go to the, what's the word? If you want to go to the Co-op Live, you can't go to the outside parade. If you go to the outside parade, that's free. But then you can't go into the Co-op Live. The Co-op Live finishes later than the actual parade, but the parade and the Co-op Live, you have to be in at the same time, so you can't be at one or the other. One's free, one's ticketed. Oh, no, on sale to season ticket holders from 4 p.m. tomorrow. Season match day members on Tuesday, and then open sale on Wednesday.
Lovely.
So we're going to celebrate the men's, maybe a treble. We're going to celebrate the women's league championship. We're going to celebrate potentially their FA Cup final, which is next week. We're going to celebrate the youth league and cup double, as well as our 2 cups. And you never know, might be a treble. And that's it. There's nothing else we're celebrating. Big up Oriano. Good evening, Mingy Wong. How are you? I'm not doing it. Don't do it. Hello, Ed.
Big up. We got the double, gentlemen. We got the double done. Big up the chat. Big up the panel.
The double.
Top man, Ed. Top man.
Is it a Whataburger double?
No, we don't go to Whataburger. We don't go to Whataburger over here. We don't go to Whataburger.
Let's hope Burnley went on Monday. Jesus, we're into Burnley. People were very harsh on Semenyo. I'm going to talk about that because I thought Semenyo was excellent yesterday.
Yeah.
Don't get why. For some reason, I'm starting to realize there are players who, if they are not, I'm going to get into it in a bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to get into it a bit because I've seen a lot of people bitching about Anderson as well. Listen, guys. Yeah. Well, apparently there is. I know it's nowhere in here. Evening, Stephanie. By the way, Simo Sups has become a YouTube member. I don't know whether that's on the new one or the old one. Does anyone know we have upgraded our membership scheme as well? So there's now 2 options. There's the 99p channel support. There is now the 199 Johnny Stones category in honor of Rich. The reason we've done that is because with that 199 now, obviously with inflation, we also now are going to allow you a fast pass access to the front of the queue on the calling shows. So if you are a member and you call in and there's 10 people ahead of you, you go to the front of that queue. Look
very
at
nice. That. Very nice.
And you think Disney and that can just do fast passes? Big up Simo Subs. Big up Ash Burnley to say football. Lee Gates is with us. Dash with the old Samaritans link, which we love. The way you move, the way you play for City. I can't do that. I got copyrighted. You're on the wing together with Jackie. We're on the pace. Anyway, right. Cup double completed. History made. We've done the double Centurions. What?
That's singing. Oof.
It was pretty good, that, wasn't it? Yesterday, it was about taking the moments you have. Yes, both sides were shy. Listen, I disagree. I don't think both sides are shy. I thought it was a typical FA Cup final.
Yeah.
Pretty boring, pretty edgy, and a moment of brilliance wins it.
Yeah. They're all shy, always shit. The cup final.
DC's back. Big up, DC. We missed you. Hope you are well. We miss having you here. And FA Cup winners. Is Anthony joining the panel, or do we have to wait until Friday? Something about you pleb.
Yeah, I was wondering if he meant me. Only my mum calls me Anthony, so I'm not used to it.
I didn't know who that was directed at.
That's me. He spelt it right though with the H, so that's very good. Normally people miss that. So yeah, well done. I'll be there Friday, 90 minutes.
In terms, we're not on Friday.
Aren't we?
Yeah, 22nd we are. Yeah, sorry, ignore that. In terms of listen, I am working on no sleep at the minute, guys.
He's been on
and then I've got like
how long were you on Spaces, Martin? You were on
5 a.m. And then tomorrow I can rest. Tuesday, I'm going to Bournemouth. We're setting off at 11-ish. Get back about 6 a.m. the next day.
Then he's on the Spaces at 7.
Who the fuck goes to Bournemouth midweek? You mad bastards. In the terms of performances, I believe Gay and Kushinov are brilliant. Haaland was quite interesting. He was tugging around the tent. That Haaland was very good. Gay was my man of the match. But we'll get into that in a minute. 2 trophies in the bag. I'll take that. Maybe 3. Get Anderson, Morgan Gibbs White, both so under. I'm loving this. Everyone's now a year late on the Morgan Gibbs White train. But I do like everyone's now aboard it. What's up with you?
Nah, mate.
You waving your arms around.
Just give me Anderson, mate. I don't need Morgan Gibbs White. I'm sorry.
Who scored again today?
Who gave the assist today?
Right, the man breaks his skull and still comes back. First game back and bags.
Yeah. He's better than Nico G.
That's the Englishman in that.
Oh, fighting wow. Spirit. That was a low blow.
Fighting spirit, that. Well, I'm sick of hearing English bum. English fighting spirit, my man. You break your skull and you come out fighting the next time. The Mateo conversation disrespect is an illness. It is. Listen, all our unks is an illness. This guy literally had mass pressure to come on from the best 6 and perform. We're going to talk because Kovacic changed that game yesterday. That game. Getting like LB's channel this. Whoa. Sorry, I apologize. I'm trying to get to and from places at the same time, so I do apologize. My tardiness is unacceptable. Hello, Lee. Yes, Martin, why is your ex Simon City? Is that your real name? Nope. Martin is my real name. Simon is my middle name. I was looking at coming off X. That's why it changed. So Simon is one of my names. Tone, are you on today? Oh, we've done that one. Hey, Lee, come on, you Tigers. No, we're not doing Hull City stuff. We're not doing Hull City stuff. We're not doing it.
That's if Saints get there. Bloody hell.
Good to see Dash here, top guy. That was you.
Right, Dash. Yeah.
Late LB. I'm not late LB. Big up Oriano. God, there's loads of people in already. Tony, in your opinion is Pep. Right. I'm right. Okay, right. Stop right now.
Ed's cracking up.
5 minutes into the show.
Agenda. Don't get Aussie on. Agenda.
We did a shot. I did a shot earlier on. We are going to have a Pep Guardiola section. We are. because as a channel, we have to talk the news. It's in the news today. Jack Gorn has dropped a bomber. People are going to tell me Jack Gorn, blah, 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 blah. I get it, right? But we've got to talk about it. If Jack Gorn had put out this morning, Manchester City are on the verge of signing Valverde, you'd all run with it. Again, I can't avoid the good. We can't just do the good and avoid the bad. Simon Bajowski has talked about it on Stephen McInerney's channel. We can't just avoid it. So we're going to talk about it, but we're going to talk about it in a sensible way, a calm way, in an adult way. No one is an ITK in this. We're going to give what we are saying. You can view it how you want to view it. Pep has also said he's got one more year left. So we're going to see. You just made that 10 times worse, you wanker. And you know what you've just done there. Just check the private chat. We need our ITK YouTubers to drop some breaking news. Can't believe you've done this to me. Hello. So, mate,
Yeah. Hello,
you're more than
mate.
welcome on at any point whenever you want. We're lovely to have you on. Tom, does this 90 minutes replace? No, it's an extra one. Why is Ed? Is Ed frozen?
No.
I don't know.
No. It's all right.
Right. Let's get into it then. Manchester City, Copa double.
Go on, Ed. Go on.
Go on then. Someone start with a bit of glaze.
No, I'm just saying, man. This, I know in beginning of the season, I know a lot of people said we wouldn't win anything, that the players weren't good enough, the manager wasn't good enough, and here we are. Fast forward into May with 2 trophies, close yet, and you can't really complain about it. I think we've seen a lot of progression this season, and we want some of these legends to go out on a high, and a lot of legends didn't go out on a high last year. So I think some people took that personally this season, with Bernardo in general being the captain. Told Pep he didn't want to be the captain, but Pep said, nah, man, we need you to lead this team for this season. And that's what he did. So all you got to do is thank Bernardo. I know we're going to do a big celebration for him and a few others, but it's been a great – I wouldn't want to say great, but it's been a really good season to see a lot of these players progress.
Johnny Stones. Sorry. Tom?
Yeah, shite game. Let's be honest.
Wasn't that shite? Jesus, man.
All right. It was the typical cup final, like you said. It wasn't a great game.
It was better than the semi-final watching your ragtag crap.
Yeah, that was a shocker, that one. But it wasn't a particularly great game. I thought Chelsea were marginally better first half. Second half, they actually started all right in the second half. We couldn't get the bloody ball. Martin looks confused by what I just said. I don't know if it's me or something in the chat.
I don't know. Yeah, we need to go into this Chelsea with better, because I think kicking the ball around an extra 5 yards don't make no one better.
Maybe they were better towards the end of the half, and then
name me a shot or a save Choffin had to deal with, or the defence had to deal with.
Well, it's a good job he didn't, because when he was called in, I thought he flapped a bit and his distribution was poor. I'm sorry to say. I'm going to get rinsed for that.
Yeah, you can tell he's a little nervous. The ball went out. I don't know if that's the first or second half. The ball went out for a corner that was passed back to him.
Was that first?
I don't know which half that was, but
Trafford. Yeah, look, he kept clean sheet thanks to Gahey as well, but it wasn't a great game. I don't really care. Rodri was half fit. I think it was a mistake to play him. We looked much better when Cover come on. Gahey was brilliant. Kushnov was really good. Otherwise, and Semenyo and Haaland played really well. Weren't Doku's best game.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously delighted we won the cup, and whatever happens, as I said this week, big successful season again. 20 trophies for Pep in 10 years, double every year.
Nah, the shit, sack him.
Yeah, get him out. Out. But yeah, it's just next level shit, isn't it?
He gets done by a bozo manager. He gets done by a bang average manager, is what I kept hearing.
Yeah, get him out.
Listen, my only shock was the team a little bit. The Mamouche. The team was everything I expected, bar the Mamouche, Pacherki, Foden, whoever you wanted to be. Did that shock any of you two?
I think maybe Pep thought the game would be stretched a little bit more than what it was. I don't think he thought Chelsea would sit that deep for that period of time, because really Chelsea didn't really start to come out until we scored the goal. And that's when you really saw the space open up. I think by then, Pep made his changes. But I think that's why. I think he thought the game would be stretched, and Marmoush would probably get, those second balls around the box or around Haaland if we did go long. But unfortunately, the game wasn't like that, and I think that's why he, did the changes at half.
Yeah, changes.
I am going to come to all your memberships, by the way, in a minute. All your memberships are there. League Cup, yeah, we won that. We've also won the FA Cup as well.
We have a double. It's kind of
a double.
Yeah. The thing is, it's mad. I see the media talking this morning on telly, just like it's just natural. Oh yeah, City won a double. Yeah, City won a double. Big deal. It's like it's just normal now. It's crazy, absolutely crazy.
Did you guys see that Neville said that Pep's better than Fergie now?
Yeah, I saw that. That's a big shout. He'll change his mind next week. Yeah.
He doesn't really think that clearly, does he? Big up Magnus. He doesn't. Sure.
He is, though. I mean, let's be honest. But no coaches are going to the park to teach kids to play football saying, let's play the Fergie way. No one even knows what that is. Pep is the ultimate influence on football, and that will be his long-lasting legacy in English football. Ferguson is amazing, incredible, but Pep's influence is way beyond anybody that's in the game or been in the game, in my opinion.
Big up, Luke. Look at it. I'll be at the celebration. Everyone's coming for the celebration now. Look at you, you little fakey fans now. Now you're all turning up for the celebrations, aren't you?
Yeah,
look at you.
Time.
Oh, we're winning. I'll turn up for a celebration. We're shit. Pep out. I'm only joking, Luke. Big up, mate. No, I've been loving to meet you, mate. Oh, not meet you. Get up and meet you. Met you loads. Big up, Formidable. Don't forget, Formidable. Pep shit. Sack him. Pep out. Try Vimto Tone or Ritual Disown You.
Vimto's my favourite. I'd love Vimto. I've got it. Just in the cupboard.
Is it that fruity mixture?
I'm always fruity, me, mate. But yeah. Ribena tonight.
Awesome.
Oh, this is not XLB. We don't need the pause stuff. Even the youths are cooking. They are. I'm not inviting your memberships, by the way, guys. We're going to do them all in a minute. My biggest thing was, I'm going to be straight with you. The Mamouche thing baffled me a little bit. It's like he was playing him in the Alvarez role, and it didn't suit Alvarez, and it's not suiting Mamouche. What yesterday told me Mamouche is a straight striker and no else.
Yeah.
So we have a issue if Mamouche wants to play more football.
Oh, well, he's cooked, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's cooked.
Well, we know he can't be on the wing. He can't beat a man 1v1, so he can't be on the wing, right? And then through the middle, he's hauling back up. And then if you want to put him in the 10, he's not really technical enough on the ball to be a 10. So you have to play him as a secondary striker. And if a game isn't stretched, it's not really going to be effective. So, yeah.
Yeah. He wasn't helped either yesterday, I don't think. I'm not going to totally blame Marmouche and say he was shit.
Yeah, no.
I think the game passed him by, and I don't think it was all his fault.
Well, Rodri didn't have the best game either, so
No.
Yeah, no, I thought Rodri was poor. I thought Rodri looked tired. See, it was well weird because I was up in the upper decks, and I don't normally sit up there. I went for a cheap seat. I really should have done the cheap seats for the semi and gone back to my normal seat final, really. But I did the cheap seats for the semi. Semenyo was shit apart from the goal. Your opinion, but totally disagree with you. I thought he was great yesterday.
I thought he gave Cucurella problems all game. I thought,
yeah, he's good.
He was going
I
at
thought
him.
he roasted Cucurella. Trouble is with Semenyo, this is my issue at the minute. People are trying to do these techie ballers. They're trying to do this. And sometimes we can't just go and buy all these techie ballers.
No, sometimes you need a sledgehammer.
Everyone wants 5-star skills in every single player. Well, I'm sorry. We can't say in one breath the Premier League and football's become more physical and then go and demand all the 5-star skill guys.
Yeah.
We've got to stop that. It's crazy.
This is what I don't get though, Martin. Semenyo can go right, he can go left, he can go right, he can go left. He's 2-footed. He
only scores goals now. That's it.
I saw him bring down a ball, shield off the ball, lay it off. I don't know what people.
I thought he was the best of the front three. I thought Haaland played well, but I thought he was the best. He take away the goal, which was an extraordinary goal. He was still the better of the three, even if we'd won 1-0 and Kovacic had scored. He was still the better of the three, in my view. He was the most dangerous. He also does this amazing chip to the back post cross, keeps doing it, and it's dangerous. Who should have scored? He crossed it, didn't he? And someone got their head on it, and they should have scored, and I can't think who it was. No, I can't remember.
Ah, right. Now it's right. What I just found out. On YouTube, possibly. It doesn't tell me your level of memberships. So I don't know who's upgraded to the new memberships and who hasn't. I don't know. When City first signed Pepe, I was expecting 100 trophies, but 20 I'm not happy with. Therefore, Pepe out. Anderson is quality. Yeah, listen, for me, Semenyo, there was one in the first half. He did the exact same thing, by the way, at Everton. He beat his man, put a belting ball into the back post, and no one's there again.
Yeah.
It's like we have a little bit of a thing against the back post. All of a sudden, no one makes those back post runs. You know, like Raheem Sterling used to make.
Yeah. You mean... sorry, Martin. You mean the one?
I don't know what more Semenyo can do, mate. It annoys me.
He played a great ball across the floor, the 6-yard box. Is that the one you mean?
Yeah, the one in the first half.
Yeah, that was brilliant ball. Brilliant. That was a De Bruyne-esque type ball. I don't get any criticism of Semenyo. I'm not following it.
It's crazy. There's a lot of criticism on a lot of. It's like I said, yes. I mean, Gay, even people. I mean, yeah. I'll go into it in a bit. I just think I'm going to say it. I think there's a little bit of English, not hate, because I don't think they hate. I don't think they rate English footballers.
But that's such a general thing and statement. Some of the best footballers
ever
played are English.
This is what I don't get. Big up, Jay. Thanks for that, mate. Yeah, tickets are available for that if you want to go down on the website. Never thought Tone named Anthony. What do you think Tone was short for? Don't say Tony, because Tony's short for Anthony.
Yeah.
Antonio?
Antonio, yeah.
Antonio, does he look Italian to you?
Hey, I don't know his family background, mate. Okay.
Italians have better quality in curtains.
Bloody hell.
Where'd you get them from? Car boot, £5.
It's half that.
£2.50. Buy one, get the other one free. Nice one, Lenny, down the arch. Jeez. Tone, Antonio. And that girl's name as well. Sorry, I'm proper stereotyping here now. Tech news, Martin. We're coming. Calm down. Can we do the glaze tonight? We're going to glaze like a Krispy Kreme.
Yeah. Rightly so. Gay's immense.
Yeah, I just listen. Mark Gay was phenomenal. I thought Kushinoff was good. My only thing is, I've seen all the Kushinoff challenges now.
All of them.
Well, yeah, there was
slow down. Slow down.
Yeah. Exactly. Listen, I think he's wonderful. Just slow down a little bit. Because one day he's going to do that. And I said this, I hold my breath when he goes in the box. And I know everyone loves it and it's big on, yeah, we're going to smash him and smash the... Whoa. the hell, we nearly got up the short look there again. But just slow down, relax. You know, just he just scares me sometimes in the box, Tone. Does it make him a bad player, or what he's doing not good?
No, he's got to be careful, because if those challenges happen at Old Trafford and the Emirates, let's be honest, they're penalties. I don't think they're penalties at all, but they are probably given as any sort of excuse. Look, he's still young, he's still raw. He's had a far better season than I think anyone could have. Even his biggest fans couldn't have wished him to have looked as good as he has done. I think he's taken huge leaps. He's going to take huge leaps again next year. He's world class in the waiting, but right now he's raw. He's going to make a couple of mistakes, but his passing has improved tenfold this season. Absolutely brilliant passing out from the back from Kusanov. He will improve and get better and better. He's just a bit raw, and he's got to be careful, because the attacker, João Pedro, who's thrown himself down all game anyway, all over the pitch, but he does that thing where he stops and waits for him to come into the back, and he's just got to think that that's what these guys are doing. But he's fantastic.
Don't stop with the Nico G agendas. We will come to that as well in a bit as well.
Yeah.
So we have agenda. Have you noticed when we in Kusanov is simply undroppable garbage, Amar? Your opinion, but I don't agree with you, because Gavardiol is the most undroppable centre back in our squad. I've always backed Cover. He's mint. Yeah, I think he's a Rolls Royce of a footballer. Listen, I love Kusanov. I do. And I think he's been excellent. But, like you said, on another day, I was speaking with Treble last night in the space, and he said it perfectly. It was a 50-50, whether you give that penalty or you don't. The first one wasn't a penalty. He got in front of his man. He won the ball. Brilliant. Second one, off the ball. Was it the third one off? Whichever order it was in, there was one of them, but he was at the byline near the front post or the back post, and he just. I have seen them given. I've seen them given.
It depends which team, I think, and people won't like that. But you saw the handball for United today. If that's Forest, does that goal count?
But here's my thing. I always do it this way. Had that been shoe on the other foot, would we have all been crying penalty?
Probably at the time, but it's not a penalty. It's just not.
No. If any of them yesterday, would we have said penalty? And be honest.
At the time, definitely.
No. Well, there you go then. We've got to look at it in both sides of the spectrum. We can't just ignore it and look at it with blue City glasses on.
Yeah, but when you're watching the game live, you scream, don't you? If someone falls, everybody goes penalty. You know.
No, Tone. I'm not saying. My point is, why is certain players banned from any kind of criticism? Why? And I don't even think it's criticism what we're doing.
What you're saying, people are scared to criticise Kusanov.
Kusanov at the moment could go in the centre of the pitch, take a big shit in the middle of it, score an own goal, and people would say, "What a great goal!"
Yeah, 9.5 out of 10. Yeah. Look, he's terrific, but he's not there yet. And I've seen shouts.
And I think he's fabulous. I'm just trying to be honest here. I'm trying to look at it.
He's not there yet, though. If he was, how old is he? 21 or 22 or something? If he was there now at this age and there was nowhere for him to go, that would be more concerning. He is a very, very good defender that has a huge, very high ceiling that he can improve much, much more. And that's a compliment to him.
Cade, we're going to come back to that, because we've got to be careful with that. Come back to it in a minute. But knows he's going to be right. We're going to come on to that in a minute. Jack was dropped. Oh, hang on. Yeah, listen, I think Kusanov's amazing. I just thought Gay was the best defender on the pitch yesterday. Thought Gay was that good.
Yeah.
I thought Gay was that good yesterday.
Yeah. He was. He's fantastic. But he has been since he's joined. The mistake against Everton aside, look, the way we play, that shit happens. Gay, he's been near enough faultless since he's joined City. I can't remember him having a bad game. I thought he was fine against Everton. It was just a bad mistake at the time. He's been, I was going to say he's been the better signing in January. They've both been terrific with Semenyo. But Gahey's really helped shore that back up. With Diaz, who's so unreliable as well. We were desperate, and he's come in. He's just terrific.
Yeah. Ed, where are you at? Is it an agenda? Because I don't feel it's an agenda saying just slow down, take your time.
No, I mean, I think we all think Kuznetsov has a huge ceiling. I think we all think that he's made a lot of progress from last season to this season. You want to continue to see that progress. But at the same time, we all know the expectations that's going to be on us going into next season. And I'm not at the point where I want to put all that pressure on Kuznetsov just yet to lead my back line into a Champions League or to a Premier League trophy just yet. You know, I think you can still let him mold into a great player and give some of that responsibility over to a Gahey and a Diaz while he still matures.
Mm-hmm. Martin, was your section? Yes, we were singing, mate. Calm down. Still think the League Cup final had a better atmosphere.
Yeah, that City Arsenal though, that was tense.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Listen, the atmosphere was good yesterday, but thought the League Cup final was levels above it. I do like the national anthem. That's special. That when you hear that, you know you're in FA Cup final when the. And by the way, we've got the Community Shield coming up at the Millennium Stadium. By the way, there we go, Millennium Stadium against Arsenal. On the 26th.
Take those matches.
Whenever it was. So, yeah, that's another one I'll be doing. So, I'm going to fucking South Wales. I'm saying that, not been there for a long time. Not been there since Darren Huckabee.
Yeah, I was there.
Days.
Yeah, TNS.
I was
there. Willow Flood at right back.
Thanks. Thanks for reminding me of those days.
Yeah. That was a bad game, that was. That really was a bad game.
I wasn't alive, so I can't say it.
Whoa. We're being invaded by a stranger.
Hey.
He's only coming in because he was in the FA Cup final programme. Piss off. I'm sick of seeing it. Didn't mention Mancuni way in the FA Cup final, but his ugly mush was in the FA Cup final programme.
Hey, good on him.
Hang on. Pat from representing the Mancunian way. Go and support, subscribe, and love. Nothing. Pat, look at me. Sorry. Ash on the irony of the club. Right, when he comes on, I'll let him talk about it.
I might have a programme for him. I might be able to get one. I'll ask around. I'm sure someone will have one.
I've lost mine. I left it in the services.
How many service stops did you make, by the way? You called me. You'd only been on the road 20 minutes.
I had to do 4 stops yesterday. I was gone. The celebrities here.
Wait. Programme, Pat.
Mate, just go off camera. It's easier.
I know. It's going to be the death of me, this thing.
No, that's all the paparazzi.
Yeah.
No?
That's right.
Taking his pictures.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad the stranger's back in the House of Strangeness. So, yeah, good to see you, lads.
If people don't know, Pat was in the FA Cup final programme yesterday.
Celebrity, isn't he?
With his Johnny Stones flag.
Yeah.
Go on, Johnny.
Yeah, but we're going to try and get you one of them and we'll send it over. Or when you ever come over, mate, we'll get you one.
Yeah, we'll get you one, mate.
Right. Please save the Pep leaving stuff till we get to it. Right, second half. He makes the change. Mamouche off. Ryan Cherky on. I thought the second half was a better football game. Go on, Tony. You want to say something, don't you?
You told me Cherky played shite yesterday. I thought he was all right.
Why are you fucking putting me in the bin like that? Why are you putting me in the bin like that?
You normally do this to me. You normally go, I had a private conversation with Tone and this is what he said. Ed, you'll back me up on that. We've been on shows and Martin says, Tone said this in a private conversation. So that bloody...
Oh, no, Martin's done that to me. So I know he does it. I know he does it.
Spot on, Andrew. Spot on. By the way, yes, I didn't think Cherky was great when he come on. Thought he gave the ball away a lot.
Yeah, he made some bad decisions in that game.
Again, doesn't make him a bad player. I'm not saying he's shit.
His career's over. He should have squared it to Haaland.
This is what I mean. But people slag everyone else off. But if I go, you know what? Didn't think he was great at this. My God, how dare you? He is a light of the tunnel. Like, picks off.
Haaland was not happy with him. That's for
Haaland called him a something yesterday.
He's used to KDB. KDB, he's fed him straight away.
There's no bombers, but we'll come to the Pep stuff in a bit. We're doing the glazing stuff. Pat, what did you make of the Cherky sub? And how you think Cherky made a difference?
I thought it was needed, but then, like you said, at times I thought, what was the point? It did seem to give the ball away. Wasn't quite on it as much as he was in previous games. So I wasn't really too sure what we were doing with him. I thought it would have been worth actually giving Phil Foden a bit more of a chance.
Agree with
I know
Chelsea.
I know he just played 90 minutes 3 days prior, but I thought it might have been enough there for him to actually play and perform well. So that's just my thoughts on it. But look.
Do you think are we not giving Chelsea enough credit here? That Chelsea actually, because I will say, again, are we saying, they weren't great, but is this because Chelsea defended them very well?
No, they did. Chelsea, yeah.
No, I give Chelsea some credit. I thought at times there, I felt like, I don't know, to me, it almost felt like as if we were playing like an Italian team, the Champions League. It's like they were really doing their best to try and upset our tempo. They were willing to let us have the ball, but slow it down on the wings. And then when they did have the ball, they tried to be quick in possession more centrally in that too. So I think the only thing that was lacking was a bit more execution. I thought João Pedro was really poor, and I thought he could have had a few more opportunities there. And certainly seems to be a shadow of the player he was in the first half of the season. So look, I'm not taking anything away from Chelsea. I thought they had a good fight. There was times there I felt like they were playing for pens more than actually trying to win the game in 90 minutes. But I don't necessarily looked at it as though the opposition was crap. I just thought we just had to battle it out a little bit. There was times that it felt like a bit of a war of attrition, and we got through it eventually.
Yeah. By the way, that is confirmed. Girona have been relegated today.
God.
Sad news for one of.
The money isn't. They'll be back.
Yeah, they've been relegated.
There's one game left, and they're 2 points behind Elche, and they played Elche
one game
last
left.
of the season.
There's 2 games.
Yeah, it's going to be the
no, there's 1 game left. Sorry, no, they're in the bottom 3 now, so they've got 1 game left. But
they got to win. They have to win.
They haven't won a game in about 7 games.
It's a messy rise.
Do you know who put them there?
An
Australian keeper, Matty. Remember, Martin? You remember Matty Ryan, who kept for Brighton?
Yeah, they got beat by Atletico 1-0.
No, Girona did, but Matty Ryan's been goalkeeper for Levante, and he's been incredible this season. He's had like 10 clean sheets for him.
Yeah, they do talk, Jack. Just Tone, I'll let you answer. I'm answering for you, Tom.
No, I didn't see the question, to be honest. Do I be in Tone? I spoke to Velby a week or 2 ago on message. Yeah, I still speak to Velby, top guy. Echeverry, he's the one, he plays for Girona, doesn't he? Right, I'll just check in. Yeah.
See, I don't get this. Semenyo was very poor. I thought maybe I'm what. I just don't get it. I don't get the Semenyo stuff. Can I ask you a question? What are people expecting from Semenyo? What are people's expectations of him?
They want his first touch to be immaculate.
His first touch was good yesterday.
Someone a bit more direct.
He brought a ball down on the side of his foot.
I think they want someone who's more direct, more of a goal threat than Savinho because, and also too, I think everybody has a bit of PTSD and longs for Centurion style attack.
Phrase. Oh, sorry. No, we're going to come to that. I've got a comment to make on that. Nico G's not injured, by the way. I just saw that come up on the bottom.
We're coming.
Oh, sorry, we're not talking Nico G, sorry. But I was just going to say on Girona, you said about Girona, Echeverry, 1 goal, 1 assist, 16 matches. It ain't worked at Leverkusen. It ain't working at Girona. you know, I know I've jumped a bit here, but what's going to happen with him next?
Get some binoculars. Why should they get? Rodri was not poor. I don't think he was great, mate. Mate, I'm not going to just stick my tongue up every City player's arse just to love them. I'm going to be straight with you, Lazili. We don't like it. You don't like it. I'm not even criticising. You want me to say he was amazing? Then I'll lie then.
But Rodri?
No, see, the thing is like this, Mike Rodri, yeah. Rodri just looked like he'd been out a month.
Yeah, I agree with what Dash says. Yeah.
He's world class, but he looked like he'd been out a month. He was blowing out of his arsehole when he come off.
Just to say, Martin, I messaged you this on Saturday morning when we found out that Rodri was starting, or early afternoon, that Rodri hadn't trained, not full trained, all week. He trained, but he was not in that full group.
I'm not saying shit. I'm not saying cushion off shit. Yeah. I'm trying to. It's like this, the Semenyo stuff is quite simple. People are wanting the Yamal Yildiz kind of winger who's going to take everybody on, do a little drag back, dance around, and then score. He's an old-fashioned winger. He's going to beat his man with pace, power, put the ball across, or score a goal. The techie stuff is his goal scoring. He's not a techie baller. Can we stop this? It's not bloody FIFA. Semenyo's loved. We sang the song for about 40 minutes yesterday.
Oh, yeah, City fans love Semenyo. I don't know anyone who thinks he's not looked good. Not personally, I mean.
Because he doesn't suit what people want. People want the sexy player with the sexy name and the sexy price tag. That's what it is.
What, Vinicius Jr. or some Vinny Jr.?
That's what they want. If you said to them, would you swap Vinny Jr. for Semenyo, they'd do it tomorrow.
I wouldn't have Vinny Jr. anywhere near this bloody
This
thing.
is why some don't want Anderson, because he's just a bulldozer. He's an English bulldozer. Sometimes that's what you bloody need in the midfield.
Yeah.
People have just got to get the.
Now Anderson showed off a lot of technical ability today.
He's good, mate. He is good.
I keep saying it. People need to get off FIFA.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. The goal. Haaland started off. Who started it off, by the way?
Was it Bernardo?
Hey! Ding, 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 ding. We got there eventually. Big up my captain.
Yeah, I was already a few hours deep by then, so yeah, big up me for remembering that. Yeah, because I think that goal went in at about 1:15 in the morning.
I thought it was Turkey that broke the lines. It wasn't?
Yeah, it was. Bernardo to Turkey, and then from there on in. Bloody hell, I'd keep up.
I was told by a Blue that I chat with that Bernardo's had a really poor season and they're glad they're going this summer. I'm not going to give names, but honestly, I don't know what they've seen. I think he's been really good, certainly since January.
Nico had a brilliant cross start the second half, but Semenyo's head and skied it. He didn't sky it. It was an inch of... Sky it! See, guys, can we not use the dramatic stuff?
That was the cross. That was the cross, Ed, I was on about earlier.
I will be honest. I thought Nico Riley should have maybe had a couple of shots.
Yeah.
I thought he was in a...
one where he squared it back to nobody.
Yeah, I thought he was in a better
position.
But no, listen, it was a wonderful cross from Haaland. And what a techie finish. Techie baller, my Antoine Semenyo. Techie baller. Ed, you're on mute.
So no, it's definitely good to be on the other side of a techie finish. What happened with us in Solanke, right?
I was taking the piss at.
No, I'm just saying, man. When Solanke did the scorpion, we were all like, "How many times are you gonna see that?"
Yeah,
you know, it would happen to us. So it's good to be on the opposite side of it with a back heel finish to the opposite corner. So
yes, beautiful
I'm with
goal.
Dash on that. I do think we have a box crashing problem. No one takes chances at the back post or front post.
That used to be good again.
If you look, every time we get to the edge and we're about to put a cross in, there's nobody anywhere near, and they're all 5 yards further back. Or there's Thailand on his own.
But why is that? Is that the players deciding it, or is that tactic? Don't you know?
I think maybe a bit of both. Maybe it's Pep saying some of you stay on there. But I remember Doku. By the way, I thought Doku wasn't great, again, because he was 2 and 3 man marked up again. Chelsea did a very good job on keeping him quiet. But I want to see some more box crashes. I want to see taking that chance at the front post, taking that chance to the back post.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
Just a comment in the chat about some toxic chat or something about unks and all the rest of it.
Oh. But yeah, Pat, what a finish.
That was class. Very nice from Semenyo. Yeah, I mean, to do that in those stakes, and then that just pick it so cleanly and the accuracy of it too. Yeah, just credit the player, credit the shot. Just like I wouldn't say it's poetic, but it's a nice little bit of a story, you know, given the fact that he's come up all the way through all the leagues of England, and then basically in the space of 6 weeks, and that he's been involved in 2 Wembley finals, scored in one of them. Yeah, it's hell of a goal, and big up to an absolute workhorse who's worked tirelessly to get to where he is now, and he deserves his just desserts.
Spot on, Luke. Spot on, Luke. By the way, Luke, if you want to join, let us know. I'll shoot you the link. And then we won. Obviously, there wasn't much else other than the Turkey. I'm not going to pass. I'm going to try and beat every bugger. And Haaland just absolutely roasted him. I think it was a good job the final whistle went, really. Not long after. But anything else in the game you want to talk about? Players, incident?
Kovacic.
Really
yeah. Good.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot my Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Go on, then.
Yeah,
the changer of the game.
Yes, he did. We got more control in the game. We pressed Chelsea back. We were in complete control when he come on. He is what some people think Nico G is, and I'm going to get absolutely hammered for that. I know I am, but I don't care. Kovacic, and I'm going to get Nico G agenda. Kovacic drives the ball forward, finds the forward pass. I thought he was excellent when he come on. The guy's been out all year. He's been back 2 or 3 games, and he's already been impressive, in my view. I think he's top player. Check his trophy cabinet out, for Christ's sake. I'd be keeping him for his last year. What about you boys?
Oh, man, that's a hard one. That's a hard one for me. I think if, like I told mine this before, I think if Roger goes, I probably would keep him because of the experience piece. But if Roger signs, I kind of want maybe a younger guy, maybe a guy that can get those minutes and develop like O'Reilly, or if we get 2 midfielders, maybe Ederson is more the finished product, and you bring in another one that not project but can get those minutes and learn the way. That's how I kind of view it.
Yeah, not for the squad.
Kovacic, you need a bit of an older statesman in the squad there, and he's
sick of him saying project.
Yeah, he fits that bill perfectly. I think going forward, yeah, I would definitely keep him on for another year.
Yeah.
Have you gone underground, Pat?
What do you mean?
Gone very low. Sound wise.
I was just waiting for some down under Australia jokes or something.
Oh, right. No, you just gone really low. Your volume's gone down.
Okay. I haven't touched it.
Let's say it's all opinions there. We don't always have to agree. But, all right, would any of you keep Kovacic here?
Yep.
Would you keep him for his final year?
Yep. For the squad.
No. I think if we're keeping Reinders, I'd rather let him go and bring in, like I said, let O'Reilly get some midfield, because I think, if everybody's fully fit, I think it's going to be, I want to get Nico O'Reilly in the midfield if that's the future for him or not. I want him to start getting some minutes there. I think if we bring in another midfielder, I don't really see him playing that often. So,
Andrew, you dirty bug. We'll come on to that. Pat, would you keep him a year? Would you let him run out his final year?
Yeah, right. I already gave you my answer before.
Yeah,
Oh, did
I was
you?
thinking that.
yeah, we talked about this already. Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I'm probably I'd keep Ake and him. My only thing that I'm a bit at to bring anybody in, we've got to sell. The squad's that big. Even getting rid of Bernardo and Stones break my heart. Oh, it still takes you down to 26. You had Elliot Anderson, that's 27. The one who had a potential winger and right back, that's 29. You're only allowed a 25-man squad. 4 have to go.
So what you're saying is you now got to call us as your gender.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be next one. I've now got a Kovacic agenda now. We're going to talk about that. Right. And then obviously we won. Celebrations began. It was fucking wonderful. Everyone had a great time.
Yeah, we did.
The only thing that's weird, I don't know if you notice it, when you're in the stadium, because you're watching it all, and I can imagine you're watching them climb the stairs, you're watching them giving hugs, they're doing interviews. We're just stood in the bloody crowd, waiting for him to do all that. And Rich made a great point, and I remember someone said it to me yesterday. And when Rich said it, I didn't notice it fully. But some of the Chelsea players were trying to go.
Yeah, did you read about that? I think
they didn't want to be there. They tried to.
Yeah, what did he say? Fofana didn't want this. Like, was telling squad members, "Oh, we don't need to be here." And Cole Palmer's basically saying, "Like, no, don't be disrespectful." And like,
no, he's not. No, he's not, Jeremy. Gavardio's our best centre back by country mile, which is why Gavardio's going to get huge wages with a huge contract, because he's wanted by Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and everyone else.
Well, it seems like we offered him to Real Madrid.
Do you know what's crazy though? I don't get how everyone's just dropped Josko Gavardio from not being our best centre back all of a sudden. That's the bit I find crazy.
All right, here's one for you. Here's one for you, Martin, because I know how you feel about it. Would you allow Gavardio to go to Real Madrid if we got Valverde?
No, because I don't want Valverde anymore.
Yeah, all right, okay, suit yourself.
Not a chance.
Only because
I'm not asking to be sure many.
I've heard what part of that, reportedly what that fight was about. I don't want another Enzo Fernandez. Thank you very much.
Don't you love that things are kicking off at Real Madrid? So the guy they get in to sort it and calm things down is Mourinho. I mean, what's going on?
Yeah.
Special Enzo brand gasoline.
Yeah, it is. Gvardiol is elite. We've got Ruben Diaz, elite. We are very, very lucky.
Mark Gay, elite. And you've got
elite.
Kushnoff, who's potentially going to be world class. So,
yeah.
Listen, the centre backs.
Is going to be world class.
Yeah, the centre backs are going to be a real problem. And I don't even think you can chuck out rotation. You can't chuck rotation around.
We've got Ake
because
as well.
I've had a look at this. Pep doesn't rotate his back line. The only time Pep's rotated his back line is when there's been injuries, long-term injuries.
But that's where a lot of our injuries have been the last couple of seasons.
But I don't know Gabardio's going to break his leg again next season.
No, but even let's say Gavardio, Ruben Diaz has had hamstring issues for the past 2 seasons, right?
Right.
So we've seen injuries. I mean, John Stones has been a injury problem for us for years. So I think we've seen most of our injuries in the back line, including our fullbacks at times.
Why is Starboy banned from criticism? Never said he was banned from criticism because I said he doesn't deserve to play. Keep up, Teal.
No, Ed, we've had this discussion, haven't we, for the second half of the season?
And plus, I'm going to back someone who's been here for 9 years and someone who's been here for 9 months. Called loyalty, mate. Cushing off hate is an illness. No, the way you got your dick all over him is an illness. Sorry. I'm going to back a player who's done it for 10 years and given me trophies and awards over someone who's done it for 9 months.
We respect all the audience opinions. We respect all the audience.
I'm sorry. I love cussing up, but this I've got an hate and an illness. No, there is such thing as credit in the bank.
Martin loves
Phil Foden has done 15,000 times more stuff than Kushnoff has ever done. So why don't you get off your English little homegrown hate agendas and stop it?
I need to put Rule Britannia in the sound bites.
You'll have Alan on.
Yeah.
Credit in the bank.
There you go. There's some homework for me, Martin. I'll make sure I get Rule Britannia in.
Exactly. If Donnarumma had done what Trafford done yesterday, people would have killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a big stage. You know, he's a young. This is what we say all the time.
But I'm not criticizing. I didn't criticize.
But this is what we mean, Martin. This is what we mean.
Doesn't matter which way you spin it, Martin. It's always an agenda.
You know, Travers's a young player. It's a big stage. It happens. You know, but
all this Gavardio hype, I have yet to see what he's good at.
Okay, next. We're not going to answer that. Next.
What? I'm sorry. Did you see this? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. People are gaslighting me tonight on purpose.
Yeah. Don't bite mine. Let's next.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know what Gavardio's done.
Oh God.
Fuck me.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
He'll be the best centre back on the planet, Gvardiol. No doubt. Number one.
When he's at Madrid.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if Josko Gvardiol pissed off to Real Madrid, you don't cry.
Why? We got Vitae's coming in.
I can't believe
that was raised bait for sure.
I'm sure you said when we signed him as generational.
That was raised bait for sure.
Alonso will make Cole Palmer great again. Kushner is a marked man that will try and get him signed off. He's not careful. Domestic trouble is still on. I've got more here. I've got to come down to him because I'm finding these people are trying to rage bait me now. Cade, behave. Martin, this was it was a sexy goal. Proper rage bait. Martin banned him, no Gavardio slander. Martin does know the agenda is real, but what agenda have I got?
All of them.
Every player.
Whether you like it or not, Foden's credit in the bank is running out. 4-year deal says it isn't, Spicer.
Yeah, he's got a contract, so that's what it is.
Hang on. There was someone else.
Pay rise.
Yeah. Phil Foden hasn't done it for 10 years.
He means generation. He means duration, like how long he's been there.
Oh, see, that was raised bait again. Next. We're not going forward.
Next.
No, I'm putting the comments up. I'm going to embarrass people. Martin, I can see a Laporte situation happening with Gavardio.
What?
Oh, seriously? People are seriously.
What's the next talking point, Martin? What's the next talking point?
Right. Obviously, 20 trophies in 10 years. Let me just do these super chats. That's Chuck. The Gavardio slander has absolutely chucked me tonight. We're now going at Gavardio because they're building statues for someone who's been here for 6 months. Right, Timo Sucks.
Martin, sorry, very quick. Can we do a poll? Gvardiol or Kushnoff, please?
Yes. No, because I'm not choosing one or the other. They're both great. One is world class. One could be world class.
Agenda.
And to let everyone know, Gavardio is world class.
Agenda for this time.
Cade, thank you for renewing for 35 months, my mate. Tone has renewed for a 1 year. Big up, my friend. Tone with the gifted 5.
Big up, Tone.
Big up, Tony. Tony.
Cheers.
Big up SOS with the 3 years, mate. Me old mucker. Ian Wilkinson has become a YouTube member of the brand new Johnny Stones. I'm not seeing it for some reason. It's weird. It doesn't show me what member you become of here. Big up to Luke as well. Luke, do you want the link or not, mate? Let me know. Mrs. Guardiola has also upgraded to the old Johnny Stones tier. Big up to you, mate. Thank you. Mark Harris has renewed for 27 months. Big up to you as well.
What tier is Johnny Stones?
It's the 199 tier, and you're going to fast pass you to the front of the queue on the calling shows.
Right. So is that the bottom queue?
No, the second tier.
Second tier. Okay. What's the highest tier?
That one.
So Johnny Stones is the highest tier.
Yes.
Okay. Who's the bottom tier?
The 99p channel supporter.
The agenda.
What player is it named after?
Yeah, the agenda.
Might call that the cushion off section. No, I'm joking.
There's your agenda. There's your true agenda. When it comes to channel finances, there's your true agenda. Agenda's based on channel
remember,
finance.
big up Foggy. And then Foggy is coming with the gifted 10 of the brand new Johnny Stones. Oh, area. Thank you, mate. W's in the chat for Foggy, the legend. Big up, mate. We love seeing you on here. And then MCFC's coming with the super chat. Big up, mate. Anti-English players, Premier League players sentiment. If Gay played for Dortmund and was from Germany, they'd all love him. Same with Semenyo if he was bought from another league. Spot on.
Like it.
Spot on. Right.
Spot on that.
Do we get to the right? We've done an hour of the. Do you get a badge? I'm going to sort badges out. Yes, mate. I think people are just baiting. McAdoo is world class.
Yeah.
This is why I love the chat. I love the chat.
I do like that type of
Right.
question because it is a good question about where do you think John Stones will go? Because I still think he'll go to Bayern.
John Stones. I wouldn't really like it.
I do. What? Where? Rule out who?
Where did you say, Martin?
Martin, be honest. As a centre back at City, has Gabardio performed better than Diaz, Kushnoff, and Gay? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who did you say you weren't ruling out John Stones going where?
Everton.
That's all I was going to say. Everton. Yeah, I think he'll go.
We should put him at left back and select Nori. Oh wait, Nori's gone now. Then.
Okay. Yeah. So you see John Stones and Jack Grealish going to Everton
in every world.
Yeah. Yeah. I do, Pat. Yeah, I could see that. I do. Sorry,
I do think Bernardo's going to Barcelona. I think.
Yeah. I think that's a given.
Yeah.
Bernardo will go to Barcelona, and I think John Stones will go Everton.
Yeah, he'll go Barca for 3 years, then Benfica, and
I saw Everton was
out of Benfica.
Once Bowen.
I think John Stones will stay in the Premier League. If not, he'll quite happily get a little abroad thing.
See, this and Rich brought this up, and I agree with him. And I think Bayern kind of, in terms outside of England, probably makes the most sense. Because Vinny will know what to do with him. He'll settle into life in Bavaria because he gets a lot. Him and Harry Kane, I don't know if they're best mates, but they certainly get along.
Yeah,
it makes sense. It makes sense for him to do that.
Okay. Right. Should we get to the elephant in the room? Today. Right. I'm going to give you a 1 minute warning. If you don't want to talk about this situation, turn off now and leave and forever hold your peace. We are now going to do our Pep Guardiola section. Diaz is a cone. Okay. It's still lick stripes off you, mate.
Diaz is amazing.
Diaz is a dinosaur. 28 dinosaur.
Still, he's top class, Diaz.
Martin, give me the time frame Gabardio being this world class. Every top team in the world wants to buy him spicy potato. every top team. He plays the ball out from the back. He tackles. He is exceptional in everything that he does. You don't like him, that's fine. Respect. I have done, mate. Said Kushinov is good. I'm just not saying Kushinov is a guaranteed starter. But anyway, Pep section. I'm giving people 30 seconds to back out and leave. Anyone on the panel don't want to talk about it? Back out and leave now. Hit the countdown clock.
You don't look like Carol Vorderman.
Hey, she likes the younger ones. Have you seen that? She does like the younger generation as old Carol.
Yeah, but some younger than others, man.
I was going to say he's putting himself the younger generation.
You can't be
Right.
young, you can't be young and young.
Pep Guardiola, Tone, I'll start with you. Your mates kicked all this off today.
No, I don't know anyone who's kicked it off.
No, all right. Shit, I forgot the conversation we had. Sorry, script that.
Fucking hell.
Skip that. Edit that bit out.
Yeah,
He's only messing.
Right.
2 from the top and 4 everywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Your target is 80,365,000. Go.
Look, no, Cade.
I did not say that, Cade. That would not come out my mouth.
Jack Gaughan and Sam Lee, I've seen people saying that they've got differing views. I sent you lads the article. You might already have the Athletic, I don't know. But I read that. If you look at the headline of it or the brief thing on City Extra, I think it was City Extra or one of the news channels, it sounds like Sam Lee is saying he's staying. But if you actually read the article, and I don't know if you guys have read it and feel the same, to me it says...
Is it in the Athletic? Just in case people are... Right, you have got to be a member of the Athletic, pay for it, and you can read the full article. But what I read it, what Tony's saying is true.
To me, it reads as if he's basically saying Pep's going and everybody around him thinks he's going this summer, but we don't know for sure. I love Ozzy, but I'm glad he's not on because he'll be shooting me down now with my agenda talk. But Jack Gaughan's gone a bit further and sort of named people around his staff, or not named them, sorry, but he said the staff have basically said that he's going and the people around the training and all that sort of thing. All the signs indicate to me that he's going to go this summer, but you guys have all seen the signs as well. The coach, the fitness coach. And before people say stuff like, oh, well, Pep's lost loads of coaches, completely right. And I don't know if Pep Linders and all them lot are going to stay Colo. I think they all may go this summer. But it's different with this guy. I've read a few books and whatnot on Pep, and every single one barely mentions coaches other than this Lorenzo chap. He is more than a coach to Pep. He is his right-hand man. He works for him every day. This isn't like Lilo or any of them lot going. This is totally different. This is Pep's most trusted man at the club. So to me, that it doesn't mean he's for sure going, but that's obviously big alarm bells. But there's a lot of talk, and we've been saying it since Feb, that there's been a lot of murmurings, a lot of talk happening. It sounds to me like this is most definitely Pep's final season, bar a crazy U-turn, which he's done in the past. But this one feels different. And well, I think, and I'm just guessing here, I think we'll hear something this week if the title race is over by the end of the Bournemouth game. If not, I don't see... If he is going, I don't see him saying it before Villa if the title race is not over, because Pep won't want any distractions ahead of a title deciding game. Absolutely none. And he's not like Mourinho. He's not someone who wants the attention, I don't think. I think he would leave it till after, maybe the parade day, maybe after that. I don't know, but I just think, unfortunately, everything I'm being told, and Martin, you've got the same, is that this is his last year. But I hope I'm wrong.
Right, but on the other side of it, he did do an interview with the BBC.
Yep.
And he said, "Are you staying?" He says, I have one more year." They asked him about Wembley, and he says, "Who said this is my last time? I've got one more year." So I'm going to be blunt. We're now at a stage of Pep's lying.
Is he lying, though, when he says he's got one more year? He has, but he didn't say he's going to be.
He's technically not lying. See, this is... Right, Jack Gordon put this out this morning. He's all said... where is it? Right, this is what Jack Gordon said this morning. And Jack Gordon is not going on meeting the race with any other club but Manchester City. Right? And he said, where is it? Well, where the frig's it gone? Came out this morning. Where is it?
No, Jack Gordon said basically there's going to be a lot of changes to the backroom staff this summer.
Yes, no, he did say that. Yeah, there's going to be. There has not been. Sam Lee insists there has been no official decision regarding Pep. They are working to the expectation he stays, and until he tells Chaldean Al-Mubarak and the hierarchy he's leaving, anything can happen.
Yep.
He said the timing of announcement of Pep's exit has been a topic of discussion among some around the manager. The Premier League title race is over by midweek. It is suggested confirmation will come ahead of the Villa game. However, Guardiola could decide to stay after all. People close to him, Pep Guardiola's fallen in love with his current Man City team over the course of the season. Jack Gordon, those inside Man City's training ground, said Pep Guardiola is leaving this summer and made up his mind some weeks ago. They assume it is a matter of days before official communication is made. Those inside Man City's training ground say significant changes to the first team backroom staff are beyond exit of Lorenzo and Javert, the goalkeeping coach, are coming this summer, which does lead to we got told earlier on. There is no confirmation yet of Kolo Touré or Pep Linda's extensions.
Yeah, not happening. Yeah, and these sources on the training thing. This isn't the tea lady. This isn't the guy doing the oranges. This is proper. This is proper people. Shit, close to the guy. One of the guys who's going is one of the people who said in February Pep's going at the end of the season. That's
yeah, but like Dash has put here. This is what he said. Oh, hang on, I'm just sending this link to Luke. Not my live. Hang on, sorry. Go on, you lot can talk as well.
Well, I've not seen the quotes for this, so it
was in an interview.
Right.
The signs are there. However, Pep said, "But why did Pep say that it won't be his last Wembley day out as a manager of this club, and he has a contract for next season? He can't go back on his word saying that." Said it on the BBC.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. Look, I hope I'm wrong. I hope all the journalists are all wrong. They all think, all of these lot think that he's going this summer based on what they're being told, and we can only do that. I saw a bit of the BBC one, but to me that didn't say he was staying. That to me said I've got a year left. Well, yeah, he's right. Factually, he's correct. He has got a year left. It doesn't mean he'll be here for it though.
Can I ask a question then? If Pep does leave, would people say he's lied, or would people say he's just really played us all and kept it away from everyone?
Well, he should be able to announce it when he wants and when in his time. If people push him and ask him every week, doesn't mean he's got to answer.
Okay, what I mean is, and this is a question: Manchester City, is Pep putting Manchester City before his own issues? And when I mean issues is, instead of if he announces he's leaving, and again, this is hypothetical, if he announces he's leaving now, that can derail any kind of title, chance that we've got. Say Arsenal do mess up, yeah? City win 2 games, the champs. Is Pep putting his own goodbye emotions on the back burner for the best of Manchester City.
Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'd say so, because I think again, like you said, like if Burnley, let's say people can say it ain't gonna happen, but it's the last 2 games of the season. Arsenal haven't won the league yet. Arsenal still got to get on the line. They haven't done it yet, so it's done. It's done. So if they win the league, fair enough, they deserve it in my eyes, because they've been a far more consistent team out of 2 teams in the league. But if they don't do it and a draw tomorrow or back in it, Pep saying that he's leaving before the Bournemouth game will probably derail us in that game.
Mm.
So I think it's probably right what he said. But if that means then it's going to be emotional then on Villa if we're in the league. Because if he's going as well, Christ, it'll be emotional. I'll be if that's the case.
And by the way, we're not saying he's leaving.
No,
because like Pep said he's staying.
Yeah, we all want him to stay. I don't think there's anyone that would want him to go. But Pep doesn't come across as somebody who wants all the attention and a great big stadium full of people to say bye to. To me, I don't know the guy, but just purely based on what we've all seen, he just comes across as someone who it's team, and he may well go quietly. I don't know. It's difficult to say.
Yeah.
By the way,
if he does I mean, look, if he does go, as Maresca, then of course we're back of it. Everyone say, "Oh, Maresca out before he gets through the door." Look, at the end of the day, right? We can't decide who can replace Pep Guardiola. We're just the fans at the end of the day. If people act like that, we've got our voice on social media, our account following, and gives us a voice to say. It doesn't at all. No one cares what I think of my channel. I don't care what Mark. No one cares what we feel. Like, we just sit here to give reviews on football. We are one fan.
It's going to be a downgrade. You have to accept that.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
You have to. Can't sugarcoat.
The only one you're getting that's going to be level with is probably Enrique. Really, if you're being honest, like Enrique. But again,
if you want like the closest thing to a transition,
yeah. But again, he's at PSG, and I can't see in PSG right now. That's for sure.
Yeah. To me, Bernardo's going. His fitness coach, right hand man's going.
A lot of people going.
The double, and then we're hearing today more staff changes. It just, to me, I don't want him to go, but it just seems the time. This feels different to any other time where we've had these rumours, and people say, "Don't talk about it. It's Arsenal media and all the rest of it." I just don't think that's right. I think that there is smoke there, but we're not 100% sure. But we've got to be able to speculate and discuss it for sure.
All I'll say is, well, right, look at the landscape of the top 6 clubs right now. You've got Carrick at United. How long that will last for? You've got Alonso rate, the manager. Madrid, but that's a mess right now around Madrid, so I'm not going to compare him to that. I said that at Chelsea. You got Maresca if he joins us. You got Arteta at Arsenal. You're probably the weakest I've seen of managers at top 6 clubs in a long time. This is the weakest level it probably ever will be if Pep does go. I don't think we're that far off anyway. If it is Maresca, I don't think it's necessarily a drop. A complete fall off, and we're like 6th. I think that should be a competitive team against us. Yeah. So I think if it is to be a somewhat downgrade, you do it now. Well, everyone else sort of rebuild themselves. So obviously, Pep stays great, but I think we're at the right point where if we do have Maresca in now to replace Pep, he's got a good level where he can sort of get involved and get stuck in the title race straight away. So I think it will actually be all right next year if it is Maresca.
Yeah, I think Maresca, he's not my first choice, but when you break it down, look at the shit mess Chelsea are in since he's left, and Leicester smashed the league, no problem there. Look, he's, like I say, he's not my first choice, but he's not the disaster I've seen some making out.
You're right, Tone, and you think about, given the basket case of a club that Chelsea are at the moment and have been for a while, and yet he was still able to get them to Conference League and that Club World Cup. Yeah. People could talk down those 2 competitions as much as you want to, but to be able to still go ahead and win two trophies, running a club the way it's been run,
Yep.
You got to give him some credit. You got to give him some credit where it's due.
Definitely,
And he will bring that winning mentality into a club that has a lot more structure about it, and he knows it. He knows it better as well as anybody as well.
Well, for me,
from what we heard in all reports as well too, there's so many players in that current squad too that know Maresca from when they came through the academy, from when he was around the club when they were just coming up in the first team.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think in terms of yes, I think overall in terms of style of play, the best transition between managers would be Enrique in terms of picking up where you left off, but also too in terms of creating something new for yourself while also taking advantage of what Pep has left behind at the club. Maresca is a very, very good option for that going forward.
Yeah, definitely agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's more like, I like to look at tactics, right? And I felt like, Maresca did show a lot of tactical flexibility. He was able to sit deep at times, and he's also to be expansive at times. I thought I didn't hear a lot of people watching Chelsea saying that's not a style of play I wouldn't want to see at my club, right?
Yeah,
so
that's fair. Yeah.
Look at Palmer. Look at Palmer. I look how he did with Palmer. Like again, he's a good manager that I think will get the best out of. I mean, I know people are going to say, "Oh, but again, the level." People, I think, are just scared of losing that level. Even after Pep was going to go anyway in 5 years or now, like you aren't ever going to be at the level of high level straight away. But even so, you could come in and do very, very well for us, win a league in his first year. It could happen. By the way, people are saying it's not going to happen. Who knows? Like, I'm not saying we'll be winning it every year because I don't think we will, but I think we've got a guy who knows what he wants. He'll come into the squad and it's got a good sort of a basis and he'll build around from that. So I think we're right personally. I'll back him.
But Luke, this is
this
is the thing, right? If the club if that is the deal, 3+1, that's saying, mate, you're gonna have to produce here. We're not gonna give you a long time. We're gonna need to see something sooner than later.
Yeah.
So the pressure will be there.
First year will be about adapting, but then I think year 2 we've got to start seeing the improvement. For me, it's all about the improvement in the second year. First year, you've got to give at least a year to sort of bed into the club.
Yeah, Pep said the same. City are not a club that can drop out the Champ League for 2 or 3 years. City have to be in the Champ League. They have to have that income and all the rest of it. So there's huge pressure, and there's no bigger pressure than following Pep. And he, unfortunately for him, he's not going to live up to it because no one can. But I don't think it's going to be a bad appointment. At the
end of the day, I'll say this: if Pep, and listen, he said he's staying, so I expect him to stay now.
Yeah,
but if Pep goes, it is Maresca. Comes to terms
100%.
Maresca's coming.
Yeah. So be it.
Maresca's chosen ahead of company.
Yeah.
Well, the company for me, after Pep would have been quite a massive challenge. I think I'm happy that it isn't company, because if it was company after Pep, that's a huge job to fill. I think the fan base, the way it's not us, the ones online, the ones with X have agendas, that kind of stuff, and don't know when to stop talking at times. They would not be able to accompany it at the time because they will expect standards to be upheld that are ridiculously possible to reach and that every manager possible. I know people just don't understand football works. You can't win everything every year. It's impossible. Like, I mean, sure, it might be, but it really won't be because, things change. But I think we have to give whoever comes in next time, but you have to back him. We can't be sitting there getting sulky that your manager that you want to get in after Pep isn't going to happen. Like,
yeah.
If it was Enrique, I'd have in a heartbeat of a Pep. That's up to Pep, but is it going to happen? So.
Yeah, and also I saw something saying, "Oh, Maresca, he only managed bloody Leicester." Well, company relegated Burnley, so it's this flip of a coin on that. On sort of picking
right. We're going back to it then because I need to put this right. Jack Garner said it. Mark Ogden said it today on the Sunday supplement.
Said it.
All the journals are saying they think he's gone.
Yeah.
Like I said, Pepper said he's staying.
Yeah.
Everyone is saying he's gone. Do we need to hold the media then accountable then? If this is all wrong. If they're all wrong, do we need to hold? I don't mean abusing, because I've seen Jack and Sam Lee and all these others. Simon Bajowski has even said he thinks he's going.
Yeah.
He said that. He said, right, BB, you put journal agenda. Simon Bajowski works for the Manchester Evening News. He has no City agenda.
Agreed. Yep.
I would get Fabrizio, I'd get Ornstein, I'd get Mark Ogden. The local ones, they have no agenda.
No, I don't.
No.
Because the club just blocked our access if they start being dicks.
Yes, it's not an agenda. The people to look at are the people that feed the journalists, because the journalists we're talking about are well respected. I think journalists. They're not. They are getting the information from somewhere. I'm not talking about the idiots on X who pretend to be journalists. I'm talking about the actual ones who report on the club, Simon and Jack and all them lot. They're not just waking up one day going, do you know what I think Pep's going? They got it from somewhere. Jack's even told you where he's got it from. So it's those people. So if it is wrong and he stays,
Jack's said he's got it from inside the club or someone within the training camp.
Exactly. So if then Pep stays, he will be saying to that person, "We got that bloody bang wrong." We're happy about it, but you got it wrong.
I mean, look, if he stays, brilliant. Either way, but again, all we could do, like the best thing we could do right now is just get through Tuesday, get through Sunday. Let's see what happens. Like again, we know ourselves, right? It's still a league to technically win. I know people say that it's done, but let's drop points.
Okay, Luke, I'm going to say it straight then. I'm going to be blunt then, because we all trust a Jack Garn, Simon Bajowski, Sam Lee more than most, because they're the ones closest to the club. Ornstein, Fabrizio, and them are more generalised. Big, they're what they called national journalists. Whereas Jack Garn's national, but they're more northern-based, Manchester City sort of area-based, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are we saying then that any story they say moving forward, we don't believe?
No, because it doesn't matter if positive or negative, Martin. It's still a story, isn't it? And I would believe that the journalists are closest to the club or locally will be much more of a much more. I won't say I believe everyone says ever, because obviously everyone can get things wrong. But all they're doing is report what they're hearing, positive or negative. So at the end of the day, right, people say, "Oh, it's bullshit, it's wrong." Well, as Tony said before, I mean, another show, there's something about fire. The smoke coming out right now with the same stories repeated over again. Obviously, if it's wrong, great, but you can't really ignore it. There's some truth in there, I think. Now, these days, brilliant. I think everyone's just kind of just head in the sand. I get it. I don't want them to go either, but
sounds like Ozzy. That if he's watching, he's got his head in the bloody sand. Just kidding, Oz. Just kidding, mate.
Look, it is what it is, right? I mean, I think always everything you read of anyway. Of grain of salt, you have to, because obviously everything could change. But I believe that there is something in the story for sure.
Right. Well, this is the point here, because hang on, Martin Blackburn, and you can confirm on this if you want to, and I don't know. Put an article out in the Times. City manager joked he should have a stand named after him at Wembley. So successfully he's been at the National Stadium and come to an end. Everyone was studying him for clues about whether this was his last stroll around the place. Guardiola insists not. He says he will see out his contract, which expires at the end of 26-27, and he's quite affronted that his word is so regularly doubted.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, I did see that. Look,
so can you speak on that?
Pep said Claudio Bravo is the best keeper in the world. I'm a bit funny with Pep. Look, I want Pep to stay as much as anybody else. Just to be clear on that, because people say, "Oh, Tone wants him out." Tone said he's going. One, I've never said he's definitely going, and two, I most definitely don't want Pep to leave.
Mm-hmm.
The wording. I mean, the way the thing is, you can talk about that stuff with Martin Blackburn. He's brilliant, by the way. But you can also look at the flip side and say, well, why did he leave the TNT interview the way he did? Why did he leave that other interview with that other channel, Portugal or wherever it was, the way he did, similar to the TNT one? Why can't he just come out? And people say he has, but I've not seen the quotes if he has. Why can't he just come out and say, I will 100% be here next season? You don't need to ask me again. I will. He says what he's saying that I've read and seen in his press conferences. I've got another year on my contract. Big deal. That doesn't mean he's staying, but obviously I hope he does. We might get to the summer and he's still here. Brilliant, great. But there is definitely some truth. Like
Elliot Anderson hasn't said he's not joining Man United. Should we think he's joining? Why are we all saying he's joining City then?
Well, City are favourites, but I don't think anyone said he's definitely.
Loads of people have said he's joining City.
I've not seen that, but
he's never said I'm not joining United.
Well,
this is what I mean. The problem is with this. Listen, I agree. If Pep turns back on this, Pep's going to say, people are going to say Pep's lied.
I don't think he has, though.
But all right, then but my other, I know I'm playing devil's advocate. Why are all of his backroom staff changing again then?
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Why are all his backroom staff changing for his last year? So just 1 year in, he's got 1 year left. I'm going to change all my backroom staff.
And that's the key point.
That's what I'm just playing devil's advocate back the other way. Someone needs to give me an answer to that then. Why are all his backroom staff going?
Yeah.
Exactly. And like I said, the Lorenzo one's big. I think that is bigger than the others. If the other Colo and all them were going, I'd be like, oh, well, whatever. But Lorenzo going is a biggie. Why? I want Pep to stay. If it's 1 more year and that's it, great. I'll take anything. But why get to this summer, lose your fitness coach, your favourite player, all the rest of it, and go, well, I've got 1 more year, just bring me a coach in for a year. It just doesn't, that's not Pep's thing, is it? Something doesn't add up. It just seems to be coming together at the same time.
Well, where's he ended it? He hasn't answered the backroom staff stuff. He answered that with a joke. He just said, yeah, I'm extending them all by 3 years. He hasn't. They're all leaving.
Did you notice how quiet that room went when he said that? Because they were like, shit, has he? And they were like, no.
No, they are all leaving. I know that. Yeah, they're leaving.
Yeah, it sounds like they're all going. But I don't know. I mean, do people...
I'm just asking the question. I'm asking the question because we're not a channel. We're not going to do that because we want to be serious with it. If he's only got 1 year left, why are all his backroom stuff changing?
Yeah.
Well, all of them, BB. All of them. So the goalkeeping coach, his fitness coach, well, I won't go into it, but there's rumours about Linders and Colo not renewing. So where are you going with that one then? So they're all going.
I just think it's going to be, look, if Pep is to go right, and it's going to be a lot of change this summer. Not necessarily of players, but definitely of the backroom staff and that.
Which is what Jack Garn said. There was going to be a huge change this summer.
Yeah.
If you ask me what I actually think will happen this summer, I'm probably going to say I'm leaning towards him going, with the way it was come out with all the reports. But again, who knows at this point? Because knowing Pep, like, you know what, I'm going to stay now for another 3 years. And also, so the best thing we can do really is just like, look, let's wait until something actually comes out about it. Because honestly, like,
Trev wants to come on and debate me and you here. Go on, Luke.
Huh?
Carry on, Luke. See, I'm just looking at it from both sides.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Because the trouble is, as a channel, we have to look at it from both sides. If there was a story today that come out, City were buying Valverde, from Jack Garn, or from Fabrizio, everybody would want us to do
something. He signed it.
Yeah, everyone would want me to do a story and a show on Valverde signing for Manchester City today.
I would love it.
So we have to do it from both sides.
Yeah.
Good evening, Trev.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Evening, mate.
I've not had a brew yet. That might be good or bad. I don't know. No
Just don't get all emotional and shout and ball because we're trying to do this in an adult way.
I'm not going to. I was bemused.
It's not a space.
Bemused is my default setting for this morning. When I joined the conversation, I woke up, I checked the football scores, saw that West Ham got beat. I was gutted for them because they're probably gone. Spurs are staying up, which is just the worst news ever. Because I'm still salty about 1981. Because I went to London twice and I was 18. I'd been home and away 2 years by then.
He's got a dartboard and Ricky Villa on.
Yeah, and then they invaded the Falklands a year later. Not Ricky Villa.
All right, whoa, we're not going down that road. I know you wanted ideas. Politics is not an idea we're going down.
Like and subscribe on the way.
When I joined the conversation, here's where you were at. You were discussing the theoretical, hypothetical contract that Maresca should be having. And that's a level way beyond anything that we've discussed about Maresca so far. This is the maturity of the Maresca conversation, the fantasy Maresca conversation, as far as I'm concerned. How the hell are you now discussing and debating the length of his contract and how long he'll need and so on? When
it came out through Italian, it came out through Italian sources. That's what they're saying. Out of Italy, that's what their top guys are saying.
Okay, fine. Yeah, Pep yesterday. Martin already read the Times article thing. Okay, nobody's mentioning that. No, none of you, prior to talking about Maresca's length of contract, mentioned that. Right? Why not? Why not? Why are you so far ahead in the conversation that he's going that you're discussing the length of Maresca's contract, and not one of you who are invested in talking about that and want to talk about that? Why didn't any of you mention the Times story? Why haven't any of the people who aggregate and so on drawn the most attention to that story? And everyone's paying massive attention to the Pep's leaving story. I find it fascinating. I'm not angry. I just find it fascinating, the selective mental editing of what you read, right? And it wasn't a nobody. It's the main Times sports journalist. So I find I do, and I have a theory about it, which I mentioned before, which is catastrophizing. So if I have to explain that again, if some of you missed it, I will. But I am intrigued by human behavior most of the time. And like I said, when I joined the conversation, we were in the nitty-gritty detail of Maresca's contract, when Pep himself is getting really pissed off with being asked about it. And to camera, when he was asked before the cup final, or after, I think it was as well, but certainly in an interview before, are you going to be here next year, Pep? No, sorry. Are you going to be leaving next season, Pep? No. First word, no. From the man who's making the decision. The first word was no. And then he went, I'm tired of being asked about this. And then, but where did people concentrate their focus on that interview? On how quickly he left the interview and his facial expression. And that is evidence for him going, as opposed to him saying no, himself, the man, using words coming out of his mouth when asked the direct question. Are you leaving next year? No, first word. And then we get into a situation, and you just did it. He didn't say the precise words that I want, that definitely mean he's staying. I want him to stay. But then you're demanding he uses a precise number of words in a precise sequence, and that's the only thing that will convince you. But I'm kind of the opinion that even that won't convince you, because Fabrizio Romano, who's trying to get Maresca a fucking job, and someone from upmearso.com in Italy has gone, want some clicks and blah, 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 blah. And the other thing about all the local journalists and even the national journalists is they have all heavily invested. Their credibility, their reputations are on the line. And only the guy from the Times has booked the trend. Fair play to him. And I love what Martin said. if he doesn't go, do we have to hold these people accountable? Well, I think we do, because what they've done is stolen joy, even from an FA Cup win, by immediately starting to speculate about Pep's future. And they've taken time from us. We spent hours discussing this because of what they're saying. And I despise them for it, no matter how good they are at other things, right? Because like I said yesterday on the space, I don't mind losing money, because money will come back. You can earn money back. But what I really hate is losing time. And they have not only robbed joy from us, they have robbed time from us with this endless speculation. That's my point.
So who do we? So again, I'm going to play devil's advocate a minute.
Yeah.
So who do we believe they're moving forward? Then?
Pep. I believe Pep.
No. I don't just mean on this. I mean on everything Manchester City news. Them.
No, on other things. Sometimes they're right. Sometimes they're wrong.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I get we're holding accountable, but like I said, some, and I won't name them. Tone knows people. I mean, we spoke about this privately today. Me and Tone. They are getting abused already online by some.
Who's getting abused?
Some of these journals, the local ones, the big ones.
Well, no, I don't think they should get. I don't think they should get abused. Most
no,
of
but they will. That's what I'm saying. They will get abused for it, and now we're going to go in. So, who do we believe moving forward? Because again, using my analogy, last summer Fabrizio could do no wrong for City News. Now he's a liar.
I've never trusted the guy ever. It wasn't.
And this is my point. We have to go in a camp. We have to choose a camp here. I'm not saying I'm saying he has said he's staying. I agree, but what I'm saying is, everybody else. Jack Gorn come out today. I'm not going to go to Jack Gorn and said he has been told by someone in the staff.
Yeah, you know, Jack. You know when that story. When I read Jack Gorgon's story very carefully, right? And if you read it very carefully and don't just read the clip that City Extra inevitably promoted, right, and edited, right? They edited what Jack Gorgon said in the Mail, right? Did you know that? Did you read the whole thing? I've got a thing that gets by. I got a thing that gets by paywalls.
Yeah, but just be careful because there's people here who speak to him direct as well.
That's.
Look, I don't mean.
I like Jack.
Direct.
I like Jack Gorgon. I like City Extra. You know, I understand their business model. It's not personal. I don't dislike them. I understand City Extra's business model, and we know how the internet works and headlines and thumbnails and all of that. So that's fine. We're all grown-ups. And so are they, right? So, but they edited what he said, and they edited out the context, which was the previous sentence, and they ended up where Gorgon reveals when he got that information, and it was Wednesday. So it was basically a rehash of what he was saying on Wednesday. There was nothing new in it. He actually, if you read the subsequent paragraph, he reveals that it was where I am in denial, Amar. You can say that if you want. But I also understand quite a lot about how the media work. And I've watched this situation very, very carefully. I'm not catastrophizing. I'd rather be in denial than catastrophize and pretend to myself, because it's going to be so shit when he leaves and it's going to feel so bad, right? I'd rather be in denial and be one of the few voices in denial than convince myself 2 weeks ago that he's already gone, because I think that by doing that, it will hurt less when he goes. Because let me tell you, all of those of you who are catastrophizing and convincing yourself that he's already gone to try and avoid the trauma of him leaving, it doesn't work. It will feel just as bad the moment he says.
Yeah, it's still going to hurt whenever he leaves, bro. Yeah, it's still going to hurt.
It will hurt exactly the same. So catastrophizing is a waste of your energy. And so I'd rather be in my position and be accused of being in denial.
See, can I just say it's not? Alan, you can't say stuff like that when you personally have been on other shows and told everyone Maresca's bought a house in Manchester. Alan, you can't do that when you've been on
Alan trying to break news on other
that.
channels. What are we doing here?
How many bedrooms? Has he got a pool?
Yeah, Alan, come on. Don't do that. You're playing the fiddle there, Alan.
Come on, mate.
Look, can I just jump in here? We're all, as fans, entitled to discuss and speculate and talk with whoever and discuss whatever articles, read it the way we want. Everybody's different. Everybody copes with news different. So if you, like you just said there, Trev, if people are telling themselves he's gone, and for some people when he goes, it might well work for them because they do it. Oh, we're not winning the league. We're not winning the league. We win it, and vice versa. Everyone's wound up differently and thinks differently.
I'm trying to help them. I'm trying to help the ones that no, because look, I have 2 nursing qualifications and one of them is in psychiatry. Okay, so I'm not speaking from ignorance here. Okay, catastrophizing, it doesn't work. It usually doesn't work.
Usually, yeah, but. What I'm saying is
you're right. People can think what they want. You're absolutely right, and it's a perfectly valid choice for them to choose to catastrophize. I was responding to a guy who accused me of being in denial. That was the context of my answer.
Some people can't, but that's okay to be in denial as well because let's be straight. Let's be straight. Me and Tom said this privately today. Pep Guardiola is the biggest story in world football, whether he stays or goes.
I thought that was Arsenal.
It's the biggest story in world football. You're damn right it's going to be. Some will make it a big thing. Some will make it a small thing. And the other thing is, I will say this, and I think this is part of the reason as well. And I think it's subconscious in people's minds. This was Company or this was Luis Enrique. If it had come out, Luis Enrique has agreed to become the new City manager in case Pep Guardiola leaves. Nobody's going to be that hoo-ha. Some will bet who are the Pep backers. Because it's Maresca, there's no fucking way, not a cat and mouse chance do I want that guy anywhere near our football club.
Do you know
that has got something to do with it as well?
You know, Fabrizio's latest story wasn't a new story.
No, all he's doing is just reposting his original tweets.
Yeah,
which is fascinating.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Anyone suspicious that he's jumping on the click? He's sticking his hand in the cookie click.
That was a wind up. Have you seen it? Right. There's 2 people in this world after this. I was winding everyone up, or I told you so. 2 camps will come out. I told you so. Camp, I was winding you up.
But Trev, let me ask you a question. Right? Let me ask you a question.
Please do, mate.
If we do get a new manager during a World Cup year with entirely new background staff, what are your expectations going into next season?
Win the
I'm expecting that they quit after a day and Pep comes back. There you go. That's about how far I'm willing to indulge in that.
The other thing I will say
right now, ask me when he's gone. Next year.
The only thing I will say, and again, I'm just chucking the devil's advocate sideboard. I think Tuesday, 100%. If we don't win on Tuesday, because here's my thing, we have a bigger issue on Tuesday. We've got a very important game against Bournemouth that Manchester City have to win. If we win, nothing happens anyway now. Because I'm going to say this. If he does stay or he goes or whatever, right? Let's do whatever. We're not going to know till after Sunday anyway, for one reason. There is a title to potentially win here still. And Pep Guardiola and the staff and the board and everyone are not going to put Pep's future ahead of the club winning a title. Because Pep Guardiola just thinks so much of Manchester City. He loves the place. He's not going to do that. So, now, if we draw or we lose on Tuesday, then fine. If it's true, then I think you start hearing. I said if. You'll start hearing stuff after Tuesday night. If we win, you won't hear anything till after Sunday. Anyone wanting this big, lavish goodbye shit ain't going to happen. It ain't happening.
It's LB posted something, and he's Pep's leaving, kind of leaning. He vacillates, and so do I sometimes, but not publicly. Sometimes I do believe he's going, but I'm trying to find the It's LB thing, and I can't remember. It was another big city account who said it, and LB, I don't know his real name. You guys do, I don't know. So, and he said this sounds about right. And the point of it was that they're going to wait because until Pep goes and speaks with our owners in the UAE. And so oh shit, what is that? Hey, it's my song. The empty
Martin
seats.
said last week there wasn't going to be a parade. There is a parade. By the way, the women's have done something tonight. The women have celebrated their league title tonight. I don't know if anyone's seen that. And looks like they had a grand old time there. And there was a lot of chance of Bunny Shaw stay Bunny Shaw going out.
Hey, Bunny. We want Bunny to stay.
Yeah, we want Bunny to stay and all that. Trev, would you be shocked if Pep leaves at the end of the season?
No, disappointed would be the overriding emotion. City Extra.
No,
it wasn't City Extra who posted that. They're massively invested in Pep going. It wasn't City Extra. It was another big City account though who'd said it. Yeah, look, for the people, someone had a go at me earlier. 11 PSX, or I don't know, one of them silly names that you can't really use as a name when you're talking. Had a go at me, but wake up, Trev. The thing is, I am as comfortable and happy standing here in front of everybody in my wrongness. If I'm wrong, it doesn't affect me. I am willing to be wrong about this. Absolutely willing to be wrong. And I won't go away and hide, and I won't cry. I will be disappointed.
He'll be right here on Mancunian Way.
Too right.
Crying in front of you guys.
Story out now. Hang on. The story
Call me a dickhead. Say I'm deluded. Say I'm a happy clapper. Like I give a shit. You know? I am trying to be one of the few voices that is pushing back on this overwhelming tsunami of speculation based on hearsay and gossip, and I've yet to see any evidence when the man himself has now several times said no, including using the word no. So
the thing is, like,
someone's got to be me, but it's also how I'm wired. It's also what I think. So it's easy for me to be the devil's advocate because I actually believe in my case.
Yeah, I mean, I was speaking with someone the other day. Pat or Ed, anyone could jump in there, anyone. And someone said to me, I won't mention them, but they said, I said, but Pep's really relaxed and he's happy. They went, yeah, but that might be because he may be going and he's got the weight of the world off his shoulders all of a sudden. So I suppose you're going to look at both sides of this.
Yeah, everyone's going to look at rooms and see what my runes say. Let me do a tarot reader. Let me get the Ouija board out. This is.
But again, I'm going to say this, and people won't like this, and people will disagree with this. I think the club might have helped saying something. Put it all to bed.
Why should they?
Because this is carried on for 5 months.
And Pep said no. And do you think the club, when we were still on for a treble, and now we've got a double, is going to start handling?
But treble, we're always going to be in this situation because all you're doing now is kicking the can down the road. You're back in this situation from August. You've got 1 year left in his deal. First question is, Pep, is this your last season? And we're all going to start again.
Listen,
is that not going to affect the? Because then you'll say, well, that's going to affect the players for the rest of the season. Now we're in a Klopp situation.
No.
Right, but Liverpool said it wasn't going to affect them. It did.
Because they appointed a dickhead.
No, Trev, it bothered them in their last season. Klopp announced he was going. They fell off a cliff.
Yeah. So
Fergie announced he was going. Fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
My point is, I keep saying it, there's not a good time to announce he's going.
There is.
So maybe just let it happen. When it happens, it happens. It's still going to hurt. Whether it happens or not, it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
I keep saying, I've asked this question so many times and nobody ever answers me. I keep saying, when is the best time to announce it?
Never.
And no one knows. Exactly, just go never. Well, it's got to.
I expect because of the leadership that we have, that it will be done well. and
Pellegrini
correctly.
was affected, yeah.
And the best way that it could be, I think, Khaldoon and everybody at the management tier above Pep are such good leaders, not managers. You know my theory about leaders and managers. Then I expect my club to do this the best way in the interest of the club.
Did he do it the right way with Pellegrini?
And not in the interest. Well, maybe they've learned from that.
Did he do it the right way with Mancini?
Well, the thing is,
Did he do it the right way with Mark Hughes?
Well,
I've only got there's 3 examples there, Trevor, where they've not done it the right way.
Yeah, well, with Pep Guardiola, who has brought us riches beyond our wildest dreams, and even then exceeded our dreams and laid that joy and glory at our feet. I think they owe Pep a lot more than that. They owe those others. There's certainly Mark Hughes, who we owed nothing to.
Pellegrini
and Mancini. Well, Mancini was a placeholder for Pep, and he still won us a league, you know. And yeah, it was done badly, but that was in the haste to get Pep. So we're down to Mancini. I think there was some personal issues with Mancini. So, yes. You know, yeah, this isn't that. This isn't for your argument to be 100%. I'm not saying there's no validity, but for your argument to be 100% spot on about predicting what Pep's going to do, the situations would have to be the same, and they are so not. You know.
Yeah, it is. Does anyone want on this before I go on to the parade?
Just to
I'm gagging for a brew.
just to say that, look, Martin, you and I are similar in the respect that, you know, we talk with people in and around, and we deal and talk about the speculation and stuff. But I stand by my view. I don't do it to cope in any way or anything like that. I just talk to people I trust and all the rest of it. And I just believe he is going. I'm not doing it because of any other reason if he goes, I might feel better at the time. I'm not interested in any of that. Right. I'll be gutted if he goes tomorrow, next week, whenever he goes, next year. But
how will you feel about those people if they are wrong? How would you feel about them?
Well, to be fair, nobody's.
I don't have any feelings towards them because I understand how it works. But how would you feel about them?
Well, the feeling at the moment is that he's going, but nobody has said to anybody in any article that I've seen that he's 100% going. Now, if they had said he is 100% going and got it wrong, he's definitely gone, and this day, then that's different. But
that's pretty much what they're doing. They're inferring a lot.
Yeah, but that's speculation, Trev. That's their job.
The sheer frequency of that speculation, the consistency of what they're saying.
Yeah, because they're not getting the answer.
For that. I don't think they should ever get abused.
No.
But I do think, it should teach you a lot about the media based on my scenario if it's proven to be not true. Right? And their motivations. I think that's fine. And yes, we believe them when it comes to less consequential things. But on the biggest story in the football world, I think we have to...
Can I just report this on BB? Their job is to report the facts. Can I just say, BB, that's what they've been told from people in the club.
Yes. And that's
so
what I'm trying to say.
This is where you got to be careful, BB. They've been told,
I'm
not going to say where, but from a member of the backroom staff, they go in.
Yeah, more than one member. More than one. It's more than one.
So that's not speculation.
More than one is 10 or 2 or 50 or 3.
Yeah, more than it's more than one for sure. But my point is they should be able to speculate. That is their job. You know, some are saying, Paul Hurst says, I think he's staying. The other 4 say, I think he's going, based on what they hear. So someone's telling them that. And they're not saying he's 100% gone, he's going Monday, end of story, done. They're saying what we've heard. They're entitled to do that. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Absolutely. Are they entitled to do it every single day, twice a day?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, the frequency, that's their job. That is... if that look at the end of the day, that is going to Pep is the biggest story in football. His future's bigger than the league title, the City winning the double. People like it or not, that is the biggest story. Now, if I'm working in the media, that is my paid job. I'm writing about Pep as much as possible because that is, I'm afraid, what is in the
sells views, sells clicks.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, no, they are rewarded or judged or get called into the office based on their click graph.
Exactly. Yeah,
it's a big part of their job, so I get it. Like 115, you that's the biggest cookie jar ever for easy clicks. You do a 115 story based on something you did last year that has no new information in it. I get it. I don't think they're bad people. I don't. But
let's be honest, Trev, mate. If this whole Pep thing wasn't going on, they'd be talking about 115 right now.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
This is true. This is true.
It's so predictable. It's scripted. It's basically scripted. We get success, 115.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, speaking of this, right, we'll go to that.
So
you just spreading
quickly as a full stop on the last thing that was said. Never forget the appetite amongst our rivals for bad news City stories.
No, I accept that, but
gold.
But Simon Bajowski are not doing this for Arsenal.
No, these are good lads. The good lads.
Simon Bajowski has said he thinks he's going. So he's not doing it for the... I would agree on Fabrizio. I think we've got to split the national ones to the local ones.
Yeah.
I think we've got to split that. Pardo, that's fine, but with respect, Pardo, you don't know who people speak to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not spreading because we've got to be otherwise. So, Pardo, like I said, and love your feedback, love you, mate. But with a channel, we've got there is an appetite for people who want to hear my views or your views or other people's views on this. We can't just ignore it.
Who was the kit man who got fired for selling the young lad? He seemed like a great character, and the players looked.
Yeah, but we talked about it. We did talk. We did a show on it. We talked about it.
So, sources within the club, there's a precedent we don't want to say, oh, that's the kind of source it is. Do you know what I mean? Because he was selling team information half an hour before the media had it for the FPL nerds. And so we can't say that doesn't happen.
No, but City have stopped that. City have stopped that this season, lately as well.
I've got a new bit of news about Pep. 200 quid. Oh. What is it? Oh, I still think, that he's going, and so does me mate. Oh, thanks for that. Right. Equally plausible. I'm not saying that that's definitely happening, but it's as plausible as some of the other shit that I've heard. So anyway, I need to brew. Talk about.
I'm just going to read this right. The parade. Monday, the 25th of May, show starts at 4 p.m. There are 2 levels to this. To mark the achievement to Manchester City men's, women's, and academy, which is weird because the women's are doing theirs tonight. So the women's are getting 2 lots. Lucky devils. We can confirm that an open top bus parade will take place on Monday, the 25th, followed by an after party. I don't know why I said followed because they're both at the same time. One just goes on longer than the other one. With the build-up starting in City's northern quarter from 4 p.m., there will be a kick-off moment with all teams at the beginning of the parade before buses travel through Ancoats onto Ashton New Road, and then the parade will come to a close with a final celebratory moment outside the Etihad Stadium at the Colin Bell Stand reception. The after-party is a special separate event which will take place at the Co-op Live, the UK's flagship live entertainment, after the parade with live music, entertainment, player interviews from both men's and women's, special guests, and it is going to be an evening to remember. Fans can join the celebrations along various points of the parade to show their love. Tickets for the after party are priced at £12 for adults. Other ticketing categories are available. Key timings are going to be available. Please note, final entry to the Co-op Live is 5 p.m. Fans will not be permitted after this time. Fans will be unable to join both the parade and the Co-op Live events. You are not required a ticket for the parade. The after party, you are. Doors open at 3 p.m. Show begins at 4. Final entry at 5. 6:30, player arrival at Corp Live. 8 p.m. the show will end. This is a bank holiday Monday. And the tickets are as ordered for the find out more. Right. From tomorrow, you can get your tickets at standing is £15 a ticket. If you want to sit on level 1, it is £20 a ticket for an adult. If you want to sit in level 3, those are the £12 for adults. The under 18s, £8 for standing, £10 for level 1, £6 for level 2. All children and infants must have a ticket to apply. You've got to be over the age of 14, so must be accompanied by an adult. Anyone under the age of 15 cannot go in the standing area, and they must have a ticket. Car parking is free and will be booked on the day. Sorry, £5 per space, free for disabled, so it's free for me. Wahey! So yeah, you can't do both. So one or the other, guys, you've got to choose. I'm going to the Corp Live.
Yep, as long as I do. Yeah.
I hope parking's better for you.
I've been to parade already before. Watching the bus go down the street, so I've done that already. So
I'm gonna have a little dance. I'm gonna have a dance, get an inflatable FA Cup and League Cup. Hey!
Have a banana.
You're going to stay the full night this time, man.
You never know. I might go on stage and give a little speech. You never know who's hosting it. I'm not really hosting it. I'm joking. Trust me, they're not getting it.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Me and Big Steve go in arm in arm. Hi guys. Look like bloody them out of EastEnders.
Well, whatever you do, make sure you don't turn up in the back of a taxi. Yeah, like I said, we're a channel. We're not going to apologise for discussing news. We're not going to do that. If it was a transfer thing, we discuss it. If we were doing just shows, Luke will say this: we'd do one show a week and we were doing games, and then I'll go.
Yeah, pretty much. I just all up my mind probably.
Like
I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it is what it is.
Yeah. But no one's forcing people to watch. If you don't like it, switch off.
No, so I appreciate it. But just like I did give everyone the pre-warning before we come in.
Yeah, absolutely. But I was just going to say, part of it is speculation. We'll be doing it, as you said, with transfers, or you will be. Yeah, it's what it is. All speculation.
Nico G, forgot to mention him. Left out again. Someone mentioned it earlier. I feel for him. Actually, do feel for him.
He's gone. He's gone.
No, we won't be allowed, Matt, man. No one will be allowed to live stream from the Corp Live. We'll get banned instantly, mate.
Yeah, crikey.
Yeah, no chance we'll get banned. We'll get banned if we start doing that. I'd love to, but we'll get banned. Who would my choice be? I wanted Alonso, but he's fucked off to Chelsea. Well, my first choice is Pep.
Yeah, in it all of us wanting to stay.
But yeah, I just Nico G was not injured. Ash, where have you got that? He wasn't injured.
No, he was in training. He was in training the day before.
Yeah, I don't know where that's come. I know that's come from a commentary. Someone on commentary has guessed and said, I think he's injured. He wasn't injured. Pep confirmed there was no injuries. There was no injuries. He was not injured.
He was in the training photos, wasn't he, day before?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. For me, I think he's gone somewhere. It's a shame because I really want him to do well here, but it's clear he's not favoured there.
I feel for him, Luke. I do feel for him. Now, I'm going to say I think he was slightly misprofiled in the terms of.
Yeah.
Who's this? Sorry, I was making a brew.
Nico G.
Nico G. Now, if Maresca comes in, would he under Maresca? What's the question? Just wondering.
Go and get Mourinho. Go and get Jose. We've already had Pep. Let's get the other one.
That one's still in chat. Bring back Mancini.
I don't.
You go and get Mourinho. Then we've got the full set.
I don't know. I think.
Is he still around?
Don't, Ed. Don't you dare say go and get Mourinho. Don't you dare.
No. All I'm saying, what I was going to say is that
Get Pochettino in.
you never know. you never know what a new manager would want if a new manager does come, right?
Why can't we get Areola? Because that's what I want.
Areola.
Yeah, I mean that's not a bad shot.
Never step down. Maresca's
I wouldn't, you know,
more than Areola.
Okay, so forget the names. Who's the leader of all the managers?
Maresca has done more, so. You know.
Do you know? I'll tell you why I'm up with Maresca. Maresca had and I was told this directly. He was one of the masterminds behind the treble season tactics. So do you remember the John Stones from the back line into the midfield? Maresca was doing that in the under-18s the season before.
Perfect. Treble again.
I think Maresca's a lot closer to the Pep thing.
We don't win a treble his first season. He's out.
No, I'm listening. People may not agree with it, but I do think Maresca's closer to Pep's style.
We are talking about Maresca again, and I'm joining in.
No, I'm just saying that. But that's why I wouldn't want Areola. I think Areola's not earned the stripes to get the City job.
I think given the fact that what Bournemouth are pretty much a lock in for Europe next season, Bournemouth would be sensible to actually keep him on for another year, just to see how they go in European.
They've got Rose.
Martin, you just said about Areola there, but Company didn't earn the stripes to get the Bayern job, and
yeah, but you got the Bayern job thanks to Pep.
Well, Pep didn't earn the stripes to get the Barca job.
May I put the case for Areola?
I'm just not an Areola fan. I think his football is widely overvalued.
Don't say that before Tuesday. Sorry,
can I put the case? Yeah. Can I put the case for him? Can I put the case for Areola?
You can.
Okay. Managers manage, leaders lead. What Areola did with Bournemouth on very thin resources was got a bunch of players to believe in his vision, to believe in what he wanted to achieve, and implemented it, and was successful and took Bournemouth from nothing to Europe. That's leadership, and that is the thing, the only quality that I want in our next manager is leadership, because that is the prevailing quality that we lose should Pep go. It's leadership, not management. Tacticos, I couldn't give a shit about. You can hire them, they're experts, and they're not expensive, right? They're not given the Man City managers
Trev, I got to argue with that. You can't have a manager that does no tactics. You can't have a manager that does no tactics.
Yeah, but it's not. But that was the case for Maresca. His clever switching of John Stones to the midfield, movement. I do not believe that that's enough to give him the Man City's job. What I've never seen from him is leadership, because it's an intangible. So I want someone who's shown me leadership. Now, if you can name any other names that show leadership, I'm really interested in those people, because believe me, the thing that we lose is leadership. I posted a clip of Johnny Stones being interviewed on the pitch yesterday, and he gave a great example. If you want to go and watch it, I can't remember the exact words, but it really illustrates this point, because leadership is what happens when the person's not there. And that means that everyone around them has bought into what they want and is working towards achieving that one thing. A leader sets the course. He sets the course for the destination, and the crew make sure that the ship goes only in that direction. That's what leaders do. They bring that into a club. Everything else, the practicality, he has to know how the rudder works, how the engine works, and what can go wrong. That's all a given. That's management. Leadership's an intangible. It's a different thing. It's getting people to believe in your vision so that they work in it on their own time, let alone when you're just in front of them shouting at them. That's the quality that this job is going to require. Areola's the only one who I can say has a provable case for leadership. I don't see it in many other places, but I'd be delighted to know if there are, and if you've seen that quality. Think about the skill, not the names.
Could you classify Brentford's manager as that? Because he seems to have them believing in whatever they're doing, and they've exceeded everyone's expectations this season.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant. He's a leader. He might be one of 3 leaders in the Premier League, because Arteta ain't that. So who else in Europe? Has anyone seen leadership anywhere? Because that's what we're losing if he goes.
I think companies done like Bayern, but I guess it's his second year now. So I'd say maybe he's getting better with that, though, I'd say. But
he's not ready. Is he? I love him. He's not ready. Yeah,
not far away though. Not far away from a job. I think a couple more years. But
yeah. He's definitely got the leadership. When you hear his players talk about him, that it's a giveaway. They bought into what he's doing and they believe in it.
I think Enrique for me definitely is obviously the go-to. Look, if none of it was decided yet who the manager will come in, it'll be Enrique that everyone will go for. Because rightly so, because he's won everything with Barca, won with PSG, proven himself obviously with MSN, and he has to Xavi Busquets. He's done with one of the best Barca teams obviously in the last 10, 20 years. So obviously part of Pep's team. If that was to go to children, I think everyone would agree here. If it was Enrique available right now to replace Pep, we'd do it in a heartbeat. But it isn't going to happen, sadly. So that's probably what I'd say. Yeah. It's not easy right now. Very young market right now. So managers.
Yeah.
Someone banned CARABAO.
I haven't seen who banned him. I don't know.
I get we can all disagree, but I hope no one's banned him. He's a top guy, Pardo. Can't see him on the banned list.
No, it says Dash brought him back.
No one in the chat. No one in the chat got a name of a leader.
I don't know. Listen, apologies, Pardo. I don't know what happened there, mate. It wasn't me. Apologies about that. Right. Thank you very much. Cheers for that, mate. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Apologies. What about Amorim? He was a leader at Portugal. He's a legend down there. Listen, I get being the leader. I am a bit more, and this is me as a coach at Sunday League level. I am more of tactical than I am a thank you, Dash. I'm a bit more of a tactical than I am a leader. I think anyone can be a leader. Anyone can shout and ball at people and be a man manager. I think you've got to know the game. I think you can lead it. This is going to be awful. At Manchester City, you need more than a leader. Mancini was a leader, but that leadership led him into World War 3, 4, and 5.
Mancini wasn't a leader.
Oh, he was. He was a huge leader.
No.
But you can lead in the wrong way as well. As you know, there's different levels of leadership, I suppose. Are we all a good manager for a minute? Yeah, maybe that's what I'm trying to say, and it sounds a bit arrogant there, and I don't mean it in that way. I think he's very good because at the end of the day, Eddie Howe's a good sort of leader.
No, he's not.
But I wouldn't have him anywhere near City. Glasner's a good leader. I wouldn't have him anywhere near City.
Glasner's not a good leader.
I'm going to be honest with you. I look at Manchester City up there with the Bayern Munichs and the Real Madrids and everything else now.
Yeah. But are you telling me Maresca's that guy?
I think Maresca, because of, like I said, he's done his understudy under Pep. He's done his learning tree under Pep.
And he knows the club well.
He knows the club. He's already done it all. So I
do take into consideration. I don't know if you mentioned it before you came on the show earlier, but I did say the fact that he was able to win those 2 trophies with the Conference League and FIFA Club World Cup. And I know everybody has mixed opinions on those type of tournaments, but given the fact that he was able to do that in that basket case of a club that is Chelsea, you've got to give him some credit for that as well. So,
yeah, I'm interested in the argument that he's a leader. I just want someone to make that case. You just did.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's very subjective, and everybody has an idea of like who a leader can be, particularly when it comes to managing a club as well. But I think a big thing of it too, as I just said as well, is that if the manager has a good understanding of the club, then that's a big factor as well. And I mean, he has an understanding of the club. You know, he doesn't have to worry about, you know, betting in with the club or betting in with the players or anything like that, because a lot of those players already know him from his academy days, from when he was around here a few years ago. So, yeah, look, I think I don't know if it's the most comfortable transition for a manager post Pep, because in my opinion, I think if Luis Enrique came in, he'd pick up a lot of where Pep left off, where Pep had left off, basically.
Was Matthew Hoyle saying Ferguson wasn't tactical? It fucking was.
But
4-4-2.
4-4-2.
Look, whatever happens, and we can only speculate, but at the end of the day, for me, it's always going to be whatever we do. It's always going to be a downgrade from Pep. And the sooner you can accept that, the sooner you're able to accept whatever the club chooses to do going forward.
Is it a downgrade, or are we just not casting the net wide enough? Because it's the same three names that get mentioned. It's just we're just doing the same conversation.
Why do you want to talk about new managers, Trev? Pep's staying.
No. You have seduced me into this pointless speculation. Because I've got a brew now.
He's got a brew and his mind's ticking. He wants something.
I've had some caffeine. But I did go away. You can make a brew.
By the way, Tone's got to go in a minute. Tone.
I think he's already gone.
Is he back? Is he gone? I don't know.
No, I think he's left.
He told you to check WhatsApp. But
Right.
no, I think we just have to, whoever comes in, we'll talk about what next season will look like and everything like that. What's up, Tone?
Hi, Tone. He's back.
Hey, up.
No, I'm just, by the way, big up A1M. A1M sounds like a boy band. That I love that name.
A1M.
Member for 35 months. Big up yourself, mate. Someone's asked me what is the difference in memberships. The memberships now have slightly changed because what has happened is we've now added two tiers. There's the 99p channel support, loving the channel. There is now the 199 Johnny Stones tier for when we do the phone-ins. Say there's 5 people on and you come in a queue. If you are a Johnny Stones member, you get a fast pass straight to the front of that queue. So there's no waiting in line. You come to the front, you're the next there. That's what that gets you.
So what happens if we have 2 Johnny Stones members on at the same time? Who goes
Let's
first?
go for the brew.
Who goes first? Who goes
When
first?
they both come in.
Martin,
So you've got
it's
an agenda against the other person. Martin, you've escalated it from squad members to actual channel members now. What the hell's going on?
also,
No wonder he doesn't want to tell anybody what player tier the 99p is. The 99p membership is.
Right, no, hang on, hang on a minute. Stop.
Snobbery.
Why don't you think it will be Enrique? Enrique's signing new contract to PSG, mate.
Yeah.
Donna is killing us.
PSG, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm putting them down as early favourites to win the Champions League next year.
Right. I'm going to be straight with the conversation. For me, Maresca knows the club, been with Pep. Pep loves him. I don't even, again, going back to interviews, Pep talked about him yesterday and said he's the reason Chelsea have done so well. Mentioned him by name. He said, look, Maresca's done a fantastic job at Chelsea, or did a fantastic job at Chelsea. He did go under his tutelage for about 2 years. He also studied the under-18s, managed there. And a lot of the ideas that was brought into the City team in that treble year was from Maresca's ideas with the youngsters. That is invaluable to me. That is invaluable.
Yeah.
When you know something and you know the players and you know what you're walking into, you know what you are doing. He knows the club. He knows. This is my issue with Real Madrid. The real reason Real Madrid are a basket case and Chelsea are a basket case because they're bringing in any old fucker who has no idea about the club. They don't know about the ethos. They don't know about any of it. And that's why I'm quite happy with the Maresca. Did I want fully Maresca? Not fully. I think, would I have liked Enrique? Of course I would. Enrique was never happening. That is a FIFA pipe dream. Vinny Company is not going to walk out and Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich is not a small club. Bayern Munich is huge. One of the top, showing my age here, but one of the old G14 clubs. The original G14.
Yeah, people don't understand how big their global reach is.
They are huge, Bayern Munich. They are not a tiddly little club.
No, not the EU club.
Some would
Was
even
there-
say from Bayern Munich to City is a step down.
Historically,
Thank you,
yes,
Jim.
but club-wise now, no.
No, listen, with me, I can't sit here and put my blue tinted specs
No, you
on.
can't. No,
I've got to be honest. I'm not going to disrespect Bayern Munich in any way, shape, or
Here's
form.
a thought. When I was a lad, there was this Liverpool team, and their first 3 managers following Shankly, which was a catastrophic departure for them, as much as Pep going for us is, right, a traumatic departure. Their next 2 managers, well, the next one, Paisley, did far better than Bill Shankly did. One more, made a better team, blah, blah, blah. It was called the Boot Room. And the next one after that was Kevin Keegan, who sustained the ethos of that club and kept them ridiculously successful. Many of you are far too young to remember this, but I think we can bring it in as a precedent for what may happen at City. And is Maresca that guy? Can we say he's a boot room? Is he continuation of what Pep wants and does? If so, I'm happy. But then we have to bring Pep Linders into the conversation, who is actually in the boot room. Is he ready for the big time? He failed at his first gig. But so I just want to think about this a bit more creatively. So that's the precedent. Liverpool had their entire period of domination was started by Shankly, but it was consolidated and grown by the next 2 managers that they had from within the boot room.
Trev, sorry, mate. Who failed? I missed that. It went a bit funny.
Pep Linders.
Oh, sorry. Right. I didn't hear what you said. Sorry. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Why doesn't City get PSG's manager?
He's already in the building. He's already in the
Because
boot
when
room.
he's not available, and Luis Enrique doesn't want to leave PSG to join Manchester City.
Yeah, but
Manchester City's not the pinnacle of football.
Yeah, that's fair
I'm
enough.
going to break this to a lot of City fans. They're not. We're not the pinnacle. We see it as the pinnacle. We're not though.
Yeah. Why would you
We
leave Paris
are a
right now with that
pimple.
team?
In European terms, we are a pimple on an elephant's ass.
I don't think that's the case. I think
Harsh.
we're in the same room.
It makes sense because everyone's
So
trying to pump us. Yeah.
I know I keep saying this. 15 years ago, outside of Europe, outside of England, not a lot of people knew Manchester City were.
True.
Got to be honest. I can't sit here and glaze.
Yeah, but they do now.
I can do that if you want.
Someone just
did have a
corrected me.
Ballon d'Or winner.
Joe Fagan after Paisley.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we did
and
have a
then
Ballon d'Or winner, so that's Georgie Weah.
And then it's Dalglish. So 4 managers Liverpool had from the boot room.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. But well, again, there's rumours right now. Pep Linders is not going to renew. When I said earlier about the backroom staff changing, that does include Linders and Colo Torre at the moment. Because I did wonder why not Pep Linders. You know, because a lot of the tactics have been done with.
Speculation about the backroom staff, him and Colo going, is just that people tacking on a bit more speculation onto the Pep story because it consolidates their theory that Pep's going because all the backroom staff are going. Hair's on fire. That's been a big one this weekend. So
No. Again, I'm not saying I won't say where it's from.
Hypothetically,
yeah, hypothetical. There was a story today.
Yes or no? Hypothetically, Pep Linders, good shout, bad shout. Why is it a good shout? Why is it a bad shout?
I think Pep Linders. I think I'm going to be straight with you. I think Nico G would suit Pep Linders more than Rodri would.
But nobody else cares enough to speculate about him. We going to talk about Nico G? We haven't talked about Pep Linders.
See, I'm going to be straight with Pep Linders. Who's he managed?
yeah, exactly. He didn't do well when he was like in Turkey or wherever he was.
Is Manchester City not past the stage of giving number 2s the manager's job?
Yeah. That's
going to sound also a bit arrogant on the other side as well, but you know what I mean. I'm trying to get a balance here between at least Maresca's been to Leicester and he's been to Chelsea and he's done. Pep Linders was, and I think the job he got was by fluke as well, wasn't it? Wasn't he only the interim manager?
And the case for is the Liverpool boot room model, which was dominated world football for a decade, right? Although times have changed, I get that. Plus, he's been next to Pep for a whole season, a bit more, I think. He knows the players, he knows the characters, the personality, he knows the vision that Pep has, he knows how Pep does things. He's not going to come in and start saying, it's my team now, I'm going to change everything for my brilliant ideas that are better than Pep's, which a manager coming from outside may well do. So Maresca won't, but somebody else might, because egos are involved. So, that's the case for. Make the case against him. That's what I want people to do, is tell me why Linders wouldn't be good.
I don't think he's experienced enough to take that job yet.
All right.
I don't think Maresca's overly experienced enough.
Right. Oh, that was
what I was
yeah. Morgan, it sounds like you're coming over to my side of Maresca in.
No. Maresca is not my first choice.
Come on, Morgan, say it with me, Maresca.
No, I've always said he's not my first choice.
You're right.
I would have liked an Alonso, but then now I've heard people say Alonso. Well, he's only done it at Leverkusen. He failed everywhere else when he went to the bigger stage. So the trouble is, who the else? Then you say Company. I heard people last week saying Company plays Kevin Keegan defence, kamikaze football, and he leaves the back door wide open. And I did say that 3 weeks ago. That's the way Company, because I do watch the games. Company plays wide open football. You think our back line's bad now with high lines and wide open spaces? Fuck me.
He does that though, because with the greatest of respect, he's in the German league where he'll get away with it.
Yeah, you're going to slag the Bundesliga off now. I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is a manager plays tactics on the league. And not
well, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Because that's bullshit.
No, I don't think it is. I think he would. The
Pep Guardiola's played the same tactics in every league he's been in. Pochettino plays these tactics every country and league he's been in.
If Company come here, to be fair, you're probably right, because Company tried this with Burnley. Yeah, I was going to say, Burnley, you're probably right, because he tried it with Burnley and got smashed every week.
Yeah.
But in the Bundesliga, it is a little different. He gets away with it there.
No, I agree. He's not going to change his tactics at City, is my point, Tone. He's not going to come in and tighten up the defence, because that's not his tactics.
Well, he's unfit for the job then.
His tactics are attack.
So he's unfit for the job if he won't do that.
I don't know. Some of the best football I ever watched, Trev, was Kevin Keegan years. Fucking best 2 years I ever watched that.
Unsuccessful fun.
That was amazing. We didn't win jack shit, but it was fucking fun to watch. You score 4, we score 5. It was great to watch. No good for the heart attack, right? But you know what I mean? It is what it is. So big up pass. Go on, Luke.
For me, with the Bundesliga, I can't ever slander it because 2 of our best ever players came from the Bundesliga, Haaland and De Bruyne. So we can't really sort of say about the league anymore, but because they're good in the one as well. The amount of players that we've got from Germany that have been some of the best players that we've had at the club. I can't stand Germany. You really can't. So
well, you can't name me 10 Bundesliga clubs.
Mainz, Wolfsburg.
Come on, who finished in 9?
Bayern, Dortmund, Mönchengladbach. Yeah, a little bit.
Hey, look, Maresca even looks like Pep. You know what I mean? Maybe they're going to secretly do it in the summer and hope no one notices when we kick off in August and say he looks like Pep.
Maybe it'll be Pep, but in a disguise as somebody who looks like Pep. I've heard that from somebody at the club.
That's it.
So you're saying he's going to come dressed as like Sam Allardyce or something?
yeah. But it'll be Pep.
Changed his style.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll know what to do.
At the end
we'll
of the day,
all it when the coating gun comes out.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, that's Pep.
Hey, Mario, this is where I'm going to respectfully disagree. Trafford will regret leaving. We will regret. He will regret leaving.
Is he going to Bayern or is he going to Villa, man?
Trafford's the one who wants to leave, Mario. Sometimes we do. We have to put it on both sides here as well. Yes, stay about Donnery, but Trafford's the one who said he wants out. It's his choice.
Haven't Bayern just renewed Neuer? So why would he?
That's what I was about to say. I'm pretty sure Manuel Neuer's a friggin' vampire, mate. He ain't going anywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he ain't
And they
taking
renewed
Neuer's
him.
spot.
He ain't going anywhere. He's been 32 for the last 12 years.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think he'll go there. He might as well stay here. There's no.
Do you know
he'll
what?
play
That
as
is
many
spot
games
on
there.
from Nick Jackson. And it's sad to say, but it's very true. We aren't as big as a lot of the modern fans think we are.
What does this word mean, big?
Yeah,
What does
how
it
do
mean?
you
This
measure
week-
that?
I'll try to ignore
Right,
it.
but I
I
mean,
hear it every day.
there
What
is
does it
this
mean?
belief, Trev, that because you hear this all the time in shows and spaces, why would this player want to come to us? Because we're Manchester City. Like we're some Real Madrid flex.
That's a
somewhere.
United thing. That's what United used to say.
Something like that. What's wrong with saying that?
That's a rag way. Yeah.
Because that isn't the way we act. And also, we're not one of the biggest clubs in the world.
But does anybody think we are Real Madrid? I'm not.
The way
No.
some people speak, yeah. We can just go to Real Madrid. And
AFTV thinking Arsenal bigger than Real Madrid.
I'm going to go back to 3 years ago.
So it's out
Declan
there.
Rice said no. Jude Bellingham said no. A number of players all went other places, turned us down.
We can't account for their character flaws.
No,
Yeah,
Trev, I can't. Listen, I can do. Listen, I'll do happy clappy stuff with the fucking best of them. I'll do it.
Taking the piss face.
I know you are, but listen, I'll do happy clapper more than bugging anyone, mate. I'm the fucking president. But and listen, City are huge. But
Can you ever lose the big club status like Spurs this year?
yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
what you can.
Could they ever be officially stripped? Of
Not
the
from
word
your own
City?
fan base. Not from your own fan base. You can from
No,
others.
but there's no mechanism for the football world to go. We no longer call you a big club. You are a big club for fucking ever. You cannot win the league for 13 years, Man United, but you're still big. This is why I'm fascinated.
I
by
don't
what
care.
big
But Andy
means.
Fowler,
yeah.
the point,
I'd
I
rather
hear
win
what you're saying.
trophies.
The point is, we won one Champions League in our history.
Oh, so it's trophies now, not crowd size, or
So Arsenal,
Trev, we
are
can't.
big club.
Trev, let's be honest, we can't really flex crowd size at the minute.
No,
We're
I
not
know.
having
but
a
that's
great.
the
We're
thing.
not having a
When-
great season crowd wise, but that's not flex right now, Trev.
Whenever you come back at a rag that Guardiola has won more trophies in his first 10 years than Ferguson did, because Ferguson's record is based on 26 years, right? The amount of trophies he won. But Pep's ahead of him. When you do 10 years versus first 10 years versus first 10 years,
Yeah,
when you hit them back with that, which are facts, they come back at you with, well, you got no fans.
Yeah.
So
you know,
But
fans,
then again,
fans
to
is
me,
part of being big, right?
the size thing.
Trophy
stupid.
count is part of being big.
I think trophies are.
What else is it? What else is?
All right then. Man United haven't won a league in 13 years. Have they still been a huge club?
Are they? There's no mechanism.
Yeah,
for
they
saying-
make the most
what
money.
are you basing it on?
Trev,
yeah.
they make the most money. They have the biggest
They
sponsorship.
don't make the
deal.
most money. They don't
don't.
make the most money.
Yes, they do sponsorship wise, Tony.
They're 1.25 billion in debt. They're
But
a
I know-
leveraged
I
buyout.
get that, but when they have the biggest sponsorships in the league, we have second.
Yeah, maybe that might start.
That's
to change.
factual. That's
I'm
with
sure
Deloitte, everything.
Okay, so that's based on global brand definition,
Yeah.
recognition. They've got more fans all over the world because they were dominant at the beginning of the Premier League era when the televisation of live games began, right?
Yeah.
And also they had a big international thing because of the empathy based. They had international brand recognition because of Munich, which is a really shit way to get it. And it was a terrible, terrible thing that happened to them. But they had all of Europe's sympathy because that was a worldwide story. So they got a lot of fans then. So they were already building on European brand recognition of Man United because of Munich. But then the Premier League happened and they dominated at the beginning of that. And that's when football went truly global, where everyone in the world could watch games live. That wasn't the case before. So we know how they got there, and fair play. There's nothing wrong with that, But are we getting there now?
Yes, yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, that would agree. We are becoming one of the biggest clubs in the world. Totally agree with that.
And when Tarquins say to me, or when Tarquins perpetuate this fucking narrative of, whoa, City got no fans, but all these sponsors, you know, the only response you can give them is, yeah, because sponsors like to be associated with winners. That's why we get the big money sponsors, not because we got a lot of fans. Sponsors want to be associated with success.
It's Trevor, you know what it is I've learned over the years too. It's just like, you know, I think the day that we lifted the FA Cup, I realised in 2011, I realised to myself, I was just like, now everything changes. Now they're going to start coming after you. And they find every avenue in which to come after you. It doesn't matter what it is, you know. And when 115 came out, that just opened a whole different kettle of, it was a whole completely different kettle of fish in terms of how they could attack us on anything that we did, discredit anything on what we did. And that's what it is. It is what it is. We're never going to be invited to the party of like the big boys, the establishment, or anything like that. But one thing I've certainly noticed that what this club has exposed in those particular rival clubs, not just the fan base, but I think the clubs themselves, I think that we've actually exposed the fact that we've I'm trying to word this correctly, we've actually exposed them into the rest of the world realizing what sort of self-entitled clubs they think that they are. They think that they have this God-given right to win every single trophy every single year, or that whoever's the best team is, they win the league and the other teams can just basically take the scraps in terms of domestic cups or whatever. And that's just the way I've seen it. It's just like, no, it's not the fact that you think we're crap or we've stolen anything from you or cheated you out of anything as well. It's just that we've exposed you for the self-entitled, self-serving groups that you are.
Yeah, but
that's also the way it is because football is a business now, and the business world is as savage as it comes.
Yeah, Pat, they can have their we're bigger, you've got empty seats. I don't care.
I'm not bothered about who's bigger and smaller.
Yeah, because if I try to turn around and say that I'm big, you're going to give me the same reaction.
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
Go, no, you're not. No, it's just either you're going to say no, you're not, or you're going to say I don't care.
Yeah,
in the same way that you say your club's big, I'm going to say, well, I don't give a shit either.
We'll keep winning trophies every year while they fight about who's big and not.
Wrote a song about it.
Yeah.
City are a big
by the way, I'm loving this. Revolut, Etihad Airlines, fucking all come in. The email's open.
Sorry, there's a conflict of interest for me.
Revolut, Adam.
There's a conflict of interest for me, everybody. Good night. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the way out.
He's only saying that because, listen, if you can get us a Qantas deal, then, dickhead.
With Pep, right? With City
he's big now. He's in the match day program.
City are a big club, and they're even bigger because
you forced me in, man.
Because they got Pep, and Pep has elevated City. I think City are already a big club, but having Pep has given them that additional status, and that is what attracts players. Every single player we bought says the same thing. Oh, Pep! Part of the reason I come here is because of Pep, and that is part. City must be one of the biggest clubs because we have Pep. It's it's simple as that, and he elevates us to that level, I think. But we'll never be Real Madrid and Barca. But I don't care. I don't want to be them.
We're not. But I'm okay with it. I don't walk around. We used to joke. United fans had this chant for us years ago. They used to sing, "Oh, you got the biggest corner flags in the land. You got the biggest floodlights in the land." Because City are a massive club. That's what they used to sing to us. And now they sing, 50,000 empty seats. Are you fucking sure? It is what it is. The one thing I will say that disappointed me this year, maybe it is a bit, I've been disappointed by a lot of the empty seats. I can't lie on the empty seats this year because they're there.
Mm-hmm.
It is that. Whoa, what are you doing here,
Whoa.
Pat? Fucking better show when it was just me. But listen, a semi-final I get the semi-final because that's money. But when we're playing Crystal Palace in a must-win game, or Galatasaray, I've had this debate on Spaces this week. I don't think match-going fans look at the Champions League as a must-die competition. I've gone through over the years our attendances in the Champions League. They're some of the lowest. Some of the lowest until you get to the semi-final. Unless you're playing Real Madrid, Barcelona, someone like that, then we sell out. We're playing RB Leipzig or whatever, it doesn't sell. There isn't. I feel as though I don't feel like Manchester City fans or the match-going ones are as in love with the Champions League as what other clubs are. Like Liverpool, it's Champions League over the league for them. Because that's their thing. 6 times, we won it, blah, blah, blah. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Champions League nights. We don't seem to have that connection with it yet.
Man, do you also get the sense that, I think firstly, it's the fan base is still very, very bitter with UEFA in terms of how they treated us with their FFP.
Very true.
Also, I think there's that mentality of a lot of City fans, and I fall in that category too, of one and done. Now that we've won it, we're not really too asked. And if we do, and if it does come around April, May, we're in the quarterfinals, semi-finals, then we start getting invested in it. I just personally think that we went through so much shit to try and win that trophy. That once we had it, it was just like, well, if we make another final, we make another final.
What do you mean Martin will change when Pep leaves? How am I going to change?
Flip-flop.
Going back to the big thing, the perception of big, right?
We are talking football clubs.
Yeah,
here.
that's good. Careful, Trev. Careful.
Yeah.
But is it true for people who are under 30? So those of us over 30, I'm slightly
generational. Yeah.
We don't think about City in the terms of Real Madrid and Barcelona and so on. But the 3 kids I saw yesterday kicking a ball about near our house here in Bangkok with 3 Man City shirts on, do they think we're as big as Real Madrid and Barcelona and the usual suspects? Probably. Do 14-year-olds who I see wearing City kits here in Bangkok, from every level of society, including the guy who delivers ice, who's got a pot to piss in, when he thinks of Man City, so does it, let's say 25, do people under 25 who've never known us be anything but this massively successful club think about us in the same way as us, who are actually City fans and don't think of us in the same breath as Real Madrid?
Trev, it's definitely a generational thing, because it's like people like us and people like us and all that, or like, as you said, anyone under 25, it's like they'll always get excited over the Champions League. People our age, we're getting excited over the fact that we can do an away day to Coventry next season.
Yeah, I wasn't even asked about the Club World Cup.
And so isn't this the mechanism of how you become big? By a generation growing up who've never known you.
No, exactly. I've said that, Trev. For me, City will be huge 30 years after we've gone.
I think that's also a thing you're saying, Trev. So I don't think there's any other club there. Certainly no other competitive club out there that has a. And I'm trying to say this. I'm not trying to say this in a spiteful way, but has the strongest generational divide because of when everything changed with this club. Because that's the thing. It's like I think in a way we sort of have to feed off each other, because those the millennials and older generation are that too. We have to learn from the younger generation that, it's good to set high standards in that, because, there's no going back. The way these owners run this club now, there's no going back. But then also, too, you've got to teach this younger generation. It's just like, you've got to learn to be a little bit humble, because you can't win everything. You're going to have the occasional bad performance and that. In hindsight's a wonderful thing. You've got to understand, we're dealing with this on a regular basis when we were growing up.
This is one of the core issues within our fan base, isn't it? Mm-hmm. We absolutely get into a real truth here about the fan base. Is that, I've often wished in my greatest fantasy that you had to go to a week training course to be a City fan if you're under the age of 30. Where we teach you about the humility, we teach you about the magnanimity, the generosity, the ethos of what it is to be a City.
Sorry, I've got to
go. I'll see you Friday for the Martin and Tom waffle.
Take care, lads. All the best.
Mate.
Sorry, Trev, you're saying just the generational,
Yeah, I think this is a massive truth that we're discovering here live.
I'm not waiting that long.
Click subscribe, and Rebel Police sponsor us.
Do you know what? Nick Johnson makes this is true, and I hate admitting this. United are bigger than us.
They are, yeah.
I got no problem saying it. My next question when they say that is, what's your point?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yes.
There's no point for it. They are bigger than us, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but
We're more
and then they go,
successful.
"We've got more fans than you." And what's
we're
your
more
point?
No shit, show. Yeah, no
Just
shit,
because
show.
you're more vulnerable to more
we don't
knobheads.
have a line at the airport coming in every week to the Etihad. It's not our fault. Great for you. You don't get a trophy for that.
What's
There's no
your point?
trophy
It's
for
the only
airport
answer we should-
customs.
It's the only answer we should ever give them. When
Yeah, I
they say
don't give
we're
a shit
bigger
how
than
big
you,
we are.
we go, "What's your point?" And they go,
Trev,
"We've got
Trev,
more fans."
do you think Preston
What's
North
your
End
point?
fans sit there? The Preston North End fans sit there going, "Well, we're a little club down there." No, they talk about they were the first team that went unbeaten and they won a league and everything else. They talk about their history.
But we are humble people. We are Mancunians. It's in our nature to not give it the big one.
United are not
But
big.
the younger fans
They
do.
are, mate. They
They
are.
are. Come on. They are.
Man, you got to admit that they are.
So, my most recent answer to Arsenal people is, "What's it like to know most of your engagement relies on talking about City?" Oh, they don't like it because it's true. I went through a guy's account yesterday. I went through the last week of his posts. 70% of them were about City. I built a bot to do this, which I might bring in for some fun next year. But I built a bot that will scrape people's accounts and tell me how many. I can interrogate the bot and say, right, how many times did they post about City? Show me their numbers, Man City posts versus posts about their own club. And it's quite revealing. They'd be lost without us. Their accounts would have half the amount of engagement without Man City. If we didn't exist, they'd be fucked, you know? So we are big in some ways, in that way.
Yeah, of course. And listen, this is where I'll give the CFG will help us get bigger as well.
Yeah.
I know there was a lot of pushback from the CFJ, especially, you go to Melbourne, they had protests for months. They didn't want City anywhere near them. They were their own club.
Melbourne, actually, CFG first choice was Sydney FC.
Yeah, but
They went to Melbourne because Sydney FC had a massive pushback.
Melbourne didn't want out to do with us. They hated us.
By the way, Revolut, if you're listening, I am actually a customer, and I think you should sponsor the channel because I think you're brilliant, and I couldn't live without you. So Revolut,
I'm waiting for them to go public because I definitely want to get a few shares in them. That's for sure.
I use it every day.
Gosh,
I think they're going to explode on the market when they go public. Revolut.
My credit rating shit. I'm not getting with them.
I was introduced to them by a posh mate of mine who knows the owner, who knows the founder of Revolut.
All right.
Oh wow.
Well, there, I'll have a chat with him. See if he wants to.
I haven't spoken to him.
That's on YouTube.
I'll get a free card.
For about 10 years. But I got Revolut more than 10 years ago.
Fan Summers, what a sponsor us.
And Summers, that'll be wicked.
William Dalrymple
as well.
I remember the guy's name, which is a good start. William Dalrymple. If you're listening, have a word with your mate who is the founder of Revolut and sponsor this channel.
Hey, appreciate that, but you know what? You don't imagine it. After Dark, Mancunian Way After Dark, sponsored by Ann Summers. Great.
Have it.
Sponsored by the Bunny Ranch.
Have it.
Oh,
Only fans. Only fans.
Oh, no.
No, that means I'll have to make it all fan.
Come on. You want it.
Right.
You know
We'll wrap it up there. We've been going for 3 hours. We were only going to do a quick hour. I'm in, Trev. Bet you are. No samples. Whoa, what are you doing here? You took over my mouse, bastard. I'm not doing out. Look. My mouse, and I've already got me. Anyway, right.
Sometimes maybe good,
Wait, what do you
sometimes
got?
maybe shit.
Oh, he's found the soundboard.
Oh God.
Found it. I bloody created it. No.
Call the cops. Ding, 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 ding.
And when
We only know
Magnus
there's only one
goes
sponsor.
his
There's only one
pants down,
sponsor
this
we
is
should
what
have. Really?
No, blimey.
For the channel, and Mark knows exactly what it is, and it's
chippy chips.
Yeah.
They have to be them chips. I don't get it.
That is brilliant. I love that.
DC's blushing. Behave. Right, we'll wrap it up there. Listen, when are you doing? When do you want to do EDU?
Oh, I think Rich said Tuesday, so we'll let you know what time. Probably around 11:30 again, midday.
Tuesday would be good. I'm on a coach Tuesday, so there won't be a show from me till Wednesday. Blame Nick Jackson. Nick Jackson's dragging me to Bournemouth.
In Bournemouth, you poor sod.
Master's dragging me to Bournemouth.
11
a.m.
11 a.m. Back until about 4 in the morning.
Bournemouth.
5 a.m.
No spaces there, right? You're gonna be on the coach. Spaces.
Can't do a space from the bloody. I'm sleeping on the coach on the way back, mate. Guys.
Exactly. There we go. Thank you.
I am sleeping on the way back from Bournemouth. And then it's the big one. Then we count down all the way. I'll put a shout out tomorrow. Fucking hell, you're excited with this, aren't you? Are you going to buy a new camera at some point? Do you need me to order one? I'll send you the money.
Yeah, I will. I mean, yeah, I think I'm going to have to get one eventually because this one.
It's not like being a bit professional.
Yeah, well, at the moment, this one is. There's only one way to put it.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
This channel's gone down the tits.
Twisting Trev's melons. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, call the cops. Can we finish with my song? Can I send you the link? No, obviously not.
Well, what song's this?
You haven't seen me song?
No.
Oh, for fuck's sake, lads. I put minutes into this. Where shall I send it to you on?
Minutes.
Yeah.
No, hours. Fucking minutes.
No, I wrote it because I write songs.
All right.
It's very short. It's only like half a minute or something.
Well, go on, then. Go on, then.
Frank Sidebottom in it. How do I share it?
So send it me on Twitter.
On Twitter. There you go.
Twitter.
Sorry, I've been saying Trev's meme songs and it's fucking. You've been saying it. No. Beer's ready for Tuesday. We're drinking.
Jesus.
Can I not have a coat?
No, he's going to need the napkins. He's going to need the tissues when
you can have
on Sunday, Nick. I'll be in Southdown Sunday.
Nick, can I not have a Costa? Why have I got to have a beer?
Nah, you can have a shot of Sambuca.
Bloody hell, Nick and Dante are going to get me pissed as parts, these two.
It's Bournemouth, mate.
I'm not getting in the Vitality, and when I get turned away when I get there, I'm like, nope, you're not allowed.
Sorry.
You count empty seats. That's my song. Send it to you. Go on, people will like it. Like it. You must like it. Like my song.
Okay, guys.
And it's not AI. Video AI.
It's been a great stream.
Oh, right, this one. Hang on, right. Hang on, let me get it.
Have it.
Hang on, let me share it.
He's like the LeBron James of soccer.
We got two games left. Bournemouth and Villa, and hopefully we can end it off on a good note.
Burnley tomorrow. Carl Walker, please. It's a long shot.
Carl Walker hat-trick.
Right, do you want me to play the song?
Please play the song, please.
Go on.
I put minutes into it.
I know who I would
Go back to the beginning.
I'm trying to
keep counting our empty seats. I'm on the. We count trophies, you count empty seats. I know who I
would rather be.
You keep counting our empty seats. I'm on the piss.
I feel like he's using the voice
change with Man City. I'm on the piss and counting trophies with Man City.
Everybody down.
You know I am. I really am. You know I am. I really am.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You gotta get Frank in there. So
right.
That's not an AI. I wrote it.
I'm just giving access to every fucker on my DMs.
I wrote it in the supermarket, as I write most of my songs. They just come into my head, not in the supermarket. Come back, worked it out on the guitar, sang it into Sino, and let Sino do the background music, and then made a video. Minutes.
We like it. If you send me an hard copy of that, I'll post it into our media assets, so then we can play it.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Right. What are you doing? What do you mean, Ed? Are you asking me if I'm doing a space? Ed?
No, I'm saying, what are we doing? What's going on?
All right. What was that Simon Bajowski? Thanks, Simon.
You know, like.
By the way, just to let everyone know, people have asked. Stephen McInerney has been in touch with me about City Social, so for the new season coming up, the post-season. So we will get. He's got other things lined up at the minute. He's got loads lined up, but it is something we are in communication with them. We may do it, but yeah, just if you want, let him know. You want us on? If you want us on, if not, but he has reached out. So big up, Steve. Go and give. I'm loving the City Socials. Really, really do love them.
Good, yeah.
Really good shows. Not in my lifetime, Luke. Go and show them a lot of love as well. The boys over there.
Imagine
you got any shows coming up this week?
Yeah, doing one tomorrow, but for Chelsea. Bournemouth will be doing a watch along with Bournemouth. Probably do a show before that with Bevo before the Villa game. So I've got a few shows this week lined up. Then obviously Villa, I'll see you there, Martin, probably. Also,
Foggy, legend, mate. Oh, Foggy, remind me to get the programs out this week. I'll do it for Thursday night because I've got loads of programs out the loft, so I need to show everyone. So Foggy, remind me, we're going to give them away.
Yeah,
I hope you might be on
program. So anyone who's got their hands on some, please let me know.
Yeah, because I need one. I've left it in the services.
Well, I need one for obvious reasons.
Yeah, because there's some ugly bastard there at the top.
Don't talk about John Stones like that.
Nah.
Have you noticed he's got a Johnny Stones thing, but nothing about a nothing about a Mancunian way one?
Was I even a regular on the channel back then?
Yeah. I will warn everyone.
No, I wasn't.
I will warn everyone right now. This week is going to be a big Bernardo Silva, Johnny Stones glaze week.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right,
We're going to do it Sunday, whatever happens, Tuesday, what happens Tuesday. It takes nothing away from this season. We have won 2 trophies. Let's not, I don't want to wear this on Tuesday if we don't win. Meltdown, shit season, out, blah, blah, blah. We've had a fantastic season. We can make it an unforgettable season. It is still possible, but let's not do the shit like we did with the League Cup. We won the League Cup, everyone was happy, and then we drew a game and everyone flipped the lid again. We've had a fantastic season. We're guaranteed second place minimum.
Yeah.
And in a season with 15 new players and all the uncertainty, that is fucking amazing.
Well, if I can handle a Sunday where Palace and Arsenal, Palace get a result and we get a late goal, I can't do that again. Like that Villa game last time, I was at a heart attack. I want another one. It's club.
I will be on the pitch, by the way, if we win.
Oh, so will I. See them.
Well, you'll be in level 3, so you've got no chance.
I'm a Southside, mate, level 1. So I'm up.
Oh, you bastard! Look at him here getting hardcore for a change.
Yeah, twice.
Open horse runs you over.
By the way, Haaland has won 9 trophies at the club.
Oh yeah, did you see that? Erling Haaland was sat on the post yesterday. He's leaving. Well, why? Because he's having a moment. Listen,
can I just say that if you have a Revolut account, the Revolut, the best international banking app, if you have a Revolut account, you can actually have. I can show it. A Man City.
Don't show your account, Trev.
It hasn't got my number, but you can have a Man City branded card. Look at that.
You can.
So only Revolut offer that. So that's my.
Mancunian way would be nice.
So you can have a physical card, and that's one of my virtual cards, because I'm a drug dealer. Because I move money around quite a lot.
Did you see Elliot Anderson coming out of the swamp today, by the way? Did you see all the United fans? Sign for us, please. Also there with the dicks hanging out.
United fans on Twitter were like, he's going to see how much we love Casemiro and how emotional his send-off will be, and he will then sign for United. They want to be us so bad.
Trev, if he signs for us, Trev, the fume, the salt will be feeding the oceans, mate. And we'll be there. We'll be there.
Right, before we go, big up Simo Sups, Cade, Tone, SOS, Ian Wilkinson, Luke, obviously, Mrs. Guardiola, Mark Harris, Mark Fogg, and MCFC for the super chats at A1M for the renewing of the memberships. Foggy with a 10 gifted because he's a superstar. Tone with a 10 gifted because they're amazing. Don't forget that there is a brand new spot membership tier now, $1.99, which will give you access to the Fast Pass straight into the After Dark phone-in shows. It's going to be one hell of a week. Guys, it's been a long season. It is coming to an end. Nobody asked me about the World Cup because we're doing jack shit about the World Cup. I'm having the summer off. There's going to be enough shows on transfers. God knows everything else going on. Keep you satisfied over the summer. I ain't doing no English.
Yeah. Martin, if we do get another manager, are we going to do like a tactical breakdown?
We'll do transfer shows and that, yeah, for sure.
Next season.
And I don't know about the watch along for Australia USA because I might be in New York for it.
Yeah, well, next season, there is going to be a history show that we're going to start. That is 100% now going to start, whether people like it or not. Also, we may do a Premier League panel. There's going to be new shows appearing next year. Some shows may be rejigged, changed around. Still trying to get Danny on to do the EDS show. We are going to do more stuff with the women's teams and everything else because we want to cover everything. So basically, next season, you might have shows. You're going to have shows every day, maybe some twice a day. Some videos, some lives. We're really going to pump stuff at you next year. So please spread the word. Big up to everyone. Please show them a lot of love. Trev is on Twitter. Arts, do you want to tell them where you're at, Trev?
Kipouts Kids.
Kipouts Kids. Go and give him a follow. Ed, thank you very much.
Big up, big up.
181 likes, which is phenomenal. We've smashed through 8.1k. We'll see if Instagram take them all off us because Instagram has a little habit of doing this. So we'll see. Keep an eye on that. So that may come back down. I'm having issues with YouTube at the minute over that. Do I get a cookie for upgrading? You can have a kiss, my friend. Revolut becomes sponsors to the Mancunian Way. Email in the description, in mancunianway1894@gmail.com for all business inquiries. Anyway, we've had a great weekend. The finishing line is in distance. We're tired, but it's the final push. We're going to enjoy it. Blues Down Under on Tuesday. We'll do some at post-match Wednesday for Bournemouth. Thursday night chat. Friday, 90 minutes is back for me and Tone. And then that's it. All roads lead to Sunday night. And Sunday, we'll finish off with a massive whatever. There will be tears. There will be everything going on. And then we'll see. And then July will have that break because I'm going away in July for 2 weeks.
And look out for the transfer links, guys. There should be a lot of links coming out soon for transfers about people.
Here we go. Yeah,
he loves a transfer, doesn't he? He loves
so it begins. Transfer Romano. Yeah, views.
He loves a transfer.
Oh,
he's on camera now. We talk transfers. He's changed his shirt. He's on camera now.
He's after the OnlyFans sponsorship.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Cobb. Appreciate that, mate. Come on, Burnley. Yes.
Come on, Burnley.
Tomorrow. Come on, Kyle Walker.
Kyle Walker.
Michael Jackson. Burnley are going to go to the Emirates and they're going to give us a thriller.
A final
and if they score one goal, don't stop till you get enough. I thank you.
Take care, all. And as always, up the Blues.
You know,
not just up the Blues, but double winners. Double winners. Big up, Paul.
Yeah.